Welcome, everybody, to the Sleestakians Variety Show. I'm your host,
Hello.
Lorenzo Sleestak. We're joined, as always, with our usual, by my co-host, Daniel from the Tech Corner.
How's it going, fellas?
So we got some people in the chat, and it's good to see you. Oh no!
Ryu.
I had a hard time pronouncing your name again.
Ryu.
It's always great to see you.
Ryu.
We got Sir Jacob. Thank you for the support, Mr. Matt. I'm going to send you the link soon if you want it.
Your thumbnail is freaking out my dog.
Really? That's it. So wait a second. So your dog is one of the dogs that's capable of actually seeing pictures? Because dogs I had never, and family had never were capable of that.
I thought they only mostly see in in black and white, like monochromatic colors. Well, monochromatic. No colors.
Oh, hey, Hector. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of. I can't see long. Well, I'll send you the link. Sorry I didn't send it earlier. That's kind of. I was watching a video to prepare for the show. I'm not sure if that helped or not, but
well,
we might wait till War Chief shows up. Maybe he'll know a little bit more about that topic. So, what are we looking at right now?
You're looking at the cover for Pretty Vacant Dionis. I can't say it right.
Well, I'm not quite sure, but it seems like kind of an attractive or a very attractive lady for a human, of course. So this, one of the theme of the show is humans. I mean, what the heck did I call the show? It was
Hangin with the Humans.
Well, right now with the humans, yeah.
Right now,
call it the Sleestakian variety show. But if I used to number it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I'm getting echo.
Echo. Where's the echo? Echo.
Where the heck is that coming from?
I don't know. It's not me.
Yeah, it could be coming from me, but I don't see it. Oh, here we go. I did open a tab. I know why. I know what happened. I opened a tab, and somehow wait a second. That doesn't make any sense because I thought that was muted. Anyway, I'm gonna send Mr. Matt the link.
Yeah.
But I'd like to welcome Apex to the channel, and thanks for joining us. He's a member of the Sleestakians. Let's see.
Toriana Howard Loves Bless.
Oh, good to see you as well. Let's see.
Hello, Mike Walters.
I'm going back to StreamYard. It was in the other chat.
Right now, what I'm mostly doing right now is cleaning it up and getting it ready for print. And so I'm looking for any goofs I did while either.
You done goofed.
Yes, I did.
Have you ever seen that internet meme? Have you ever seen that internet meme? There's kind of
you done goofed. No, probably not.
Yeah. It's a sad story. This girl was just like, she was like talking about, she was saying some pretty violent stuff, but she was like only like, she was like a little kid and just saying this stuff and then like maybe early teens, if that, and so like some people just went and. Because she was trolling people, some other people went and trolled her back, and then like it led to like her dad going on a webcam, and her dad's like this like real, I I don't want to say boomer and insult like her. We probably have some baby boomers who watch the show, but like there's a technologically challenged individual. Not that all baby, and again say that's what I'm going to say because there's baby boomers actually got me like. Or early Gen Xers actually got me into using the World Wide Web back in the like early to mid 90s. So I'm not going to insult the boomers because otherwise I wouldn't have been on the, I wouldn't have learned how to use the World Wide Web as early as I did.
Yeah.
But so what I'm happy is this dad goes on the stream, like trying to deal with these trolls.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want your like mom or dad going on trying to deal with these trolls, and he's like, "You done goofed," and oh, that's a kind of a horrible story. The guy ended up having a heart attack. He might still be alive. I don't know if it's just like it's really sad. Though the kid, I think, ended up maybe getting some help and is, I think, doing better now. But it turned into an internet meme, though.
Goof.
Yeah, you done goofed. That's a
quick
classic meme. It's just unfortunate that it stemmed from this kid was saying that she was gonna bust the cap, something having to do with.
Oh no!
Not a bottle cap, but one of the other kind of. Yeah. And somebody and like this was like a kid who was like only like 12 years old or something and didn't really know the ramifications of talking shit to people online. And there could have been like hundreds of people dogpiling, thousands dogpiling this.
Unfortunately, sometimes you gotta learn that lesson the hard way.
Yeah. it just.
I mean, I can tell you about the poor dumb kid that decided to sit through. We were. Oh, actually, I'll just tell you anyway. So, we were playing Call of Duty. We were playing Call of Duty back when I can play. Back when Call of Duty was fun for me, I guess. And we had this kid. It's me and a couple, I guess, military or retired military and some military, and that I had I somehow landed in their game.
Oh no! Hey, Horror Mike, good to see you.
Yeah, the problem was now the game was fine itself, and I was having fun with the players. Right up until this kid joined the game, or I guess the session. And decided he was going to start talking smack about the veterans in general, and just. Oh, hey, Hervoye, good to see you. Yeah, that's not something you want to like. You don't want to be you don't want to talk smack to veterans to begin with, but you don't want to be in a whole like. Even if it's just a virtual room, you're in a game with a bunch of veterans that
in a game,
Yeah, they're more likely going to school you. It's like shooting fish in a barrel for them. It's like, you may want to apologize, like kind of right there and then, because you're gonna probably die pretty much a lot, which is what happened because they sent me a message. Hey, we're gonna teach this kid a lesson. We're gonna keep shooting him and only him until he learns his lesson. And so that's what they did for like the next couple of hours. They did not.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Matt, I DM'd you or not DM. I texted you the link to the show. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. So
but yeah, you definitely people don't. I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, I guess like if this is some kid, people don't necessarily know any better. I got it like in a big. I got it like in. There's a big controversy that I got into, just inadvertently because with gosh, I don't even know if I'll say it on air. So when I was in this martial arts class. There's something called a Kuk Sulwan.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Korean martial art. It there was some sort of dilemma I had, and this is because I get I'm Orthodox now, Greek Orthodox now, but I grew up Lutheran, Protestant, and there's a big thing in some Protestant churches against like bowing to things, and I was supposed to bow to both the U.S. and the Korean flag. Maybe I didn't make the South Korean part, flag part clear to this guy I was talking to. And I was just asking this guy. He's the son of the pipe carrier, the medicine man around here, and he was like, you get your ass kicked at a powwow if you don't stand for the flag, But so he got all upset about this. I always stand for the veterans, but it was like this wasn't standing. This was kneeling down in front of not just the American flag, but the South Korean flag. And I didn't really know much about South Korea at the time. And still, I only know what
I don't think anybody knows.
In videos, I know.
Yeah,
there's a lot more South Korean stuff out, like bands and stuff nowadays. But I didn't know much about, South Korea other than they were our allies. And it's like bowing to a foreign flag. And the whole thing, the bowing to the American flag just seemed like it was something like very, very foreign to me. This was long before the bend the knee thing. This is 20 years ago. And so he was like talking about how his adopted dad, the pipe carrier, how he had fought in Vietnam. And I said, there's nothing. It's like, I don't have anything against people fighting for what they believe. Something, or I said, I think I asked him if he was drafted. He's like, no, he wasn't drafted. And it's like, okay, well, I don't believe that there's anything wrong with someone fighting for their, something they believe in. They believe in defending this country. And he's like, no, he didn't believe in it either. I'm like, okay, well I'm kind of curious how he ended up joining the military. And I was just curious. I wasn't trying to say that, there's anything bad about it. Someone fighting the Vietnam War. And then he got all upset. He's like, you don't know what it's like having red skin and not having, opportunities. And then he got all upset, and I was going to get like some sort of medicine pouch from the pipe carrier, but I never. But after that, he had a conversation with him and told the pipe carrier that I had insult. And I didn't intend any insult. I was just curious why he, joined the military. And I'm not opposed to standing for the veterans. I always stand.
Well,
I think you have local powwows, and when I'm able to attend, I stand for the veterans. It's just I didn't know about bowing down to, especially the Korean flag, because I was taught that not to that bowing to things, had to do with idol worship,
Right.
That's what I was taught in the Lutheran Church. Orthodox Church does lots of bowing and veneration of icons and stuff like that, but holy images and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought maybe there was something in. I was just asking him because he was a spiritual person who was
well, it's just
studying.
I
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I know, because I've run into veterans before for Vietnam, and they get touchy really, really quickly. Mainly because a lot of them got thrown into a war they didn't want to be in the first place, and when some of them came back, they got nothing but being bitched at and called baby killers and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. So like I just asked.
So
like I had a friend who served in Vietnam and just simply, well, I had more than one, but and just asked him. But I was just curious, what he ended up serving in. Is he's like, I was a baby killer, and then he's like, he was just saying that like that's what I was implying, and like he said, then he said I was a medic. It's like
yeah, no,
it's sad that it's a sad situation if people think that someone's being judgmental just for asking a question, because it's hard to and these were like, I don't know, it was just kind of interesting though. And I'd like to welcome some people to the chat, by the way.
Yeah, we had Cross Comics, Ellie Destroyer, Ed 114, Chad Mediton.
And welcome Chad too. And welcome, is it Eli?
Eli.
And Chad and Rick. If somebody wants the link to the,
it is not actually photoshopped.
And Mike was in the chat too. Mike Walters, check out his show.
Okay, Matthew Rogers, 3D artist is GTX 1080 desktop graphics card, good for Blender. It should be. Yeah, I mean, you can always go higher, but a 1080 should do it. Should do the job. And then
what do you use?
Oh, I because I also had a 1080, and that was pretty okay for stuff like that. Right now I'm currently using a 3070. I should have got a 3080, but I didn't have the money for it.
You do a lot of like 3D. You do a lot of 3D rendering, right?
Yeah. Just not with Blender, but this particular program is not Photoshop. It's Paint Studio for those who are inquiring. And then
yeah. So by the way, and again, and I hope I didn't offend anybody, about the whole military thing. It's just I was just kind of surprised that I was just trying to figure out a little bit more about this guy's life, because I was interested in Odawa or Ottawa spirituality. We have a Grand Traverse tribe of Ottawa and Chippewa Indians, and then there's the Little Traverse tribe of Odawa Indians, I think it's called. And different people pronounce it differently. But I was asking this guy because he not only was an adopted son he was adopted into the tribe by the pipe carrier, the medicine man, and he also was in a powwow drum, a drum group, but it's just called like drums, for short. And so and just trying to learn about stuff, not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. Still feel bad that there was a misunderstanding, but that was a couple decades ago too. But
yeah.
Let's see if there's anything else in the chat. Sir Jacob. I think I greeted Ryu. Sir Jacob. Mr. Matt. I think I greeted Hector. Always great to see you. And then check out Hector's channel. Apex, good to see you. Tirana, I hope I greeted you. And feel free, folks, to put the links to your shows, or if anybody's got like some crowdfunded campaign, or you got like some sort of arts and crafts, whatever that they're selling, just any, or you got like maybe gaming channel, whatever. And it's something you're interested in, feel free to share it, so long as it's not like
not safe for work,
hardcore
pornography,
adult movies or whatever. And yeah, and check out Mike Walter's live stream, please. He's an awesome job. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm in a lot of chat. I watch a lot of streams. Wolfpack, always great to see you, and Horror Mike as well. And Hervoye, gosh, that's got to be, what is it, like 3 a.m. over in Croatia? Read Mr. Matt's message. I might do something kind of interesting. Does anyone want the link to the show? I mean, anybody who's been here a few times before? I need to, looks like I need to give, so Eli now has a ranch. Hervoye, let's see. This is really odd. It looks like I only have the choice of like, this might hurt for a sec, but what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna give you. There we go. We got a managing moderator. And of course, Tech Daniel. If you put some in the chat, I can make you a managing mod. If you type something in the chat, I can make
I'm already a mod.
From a regular mod to a managing mod.
Oh, managing mod. Okay, hang on a sec.
Yeah, because sometimes they're like, because I make a lot of people mods, and then occasionally there's someone I make a mod who turns out to be like malicious and like.
Where are my subscriptions? Oh. Where are my subscriptions? No, well, hang on.
I can put a link to this channel in the StreamYard chat, or I can put it in the private chat.
No, it's the weirdest thing. It's like for whatever reason, it took my entire bar from things I've subscribed.
I can't even find the private chat. Here we go. Gosh.
The hell?
Here we go. I'm putting in the private chat. I could put it in the regular chat, but I think it'd be easier for you to click on if you put it in the private chat.
Where is my?
Yeah. A managing mod is someone who, you can like. I think you can remove people. Like, let's say there's a certain guy who. Well, we've had some different people who.
The heck?
Create multiple accounts, and then they use that to.
It unsubscribed me to you, man.
Huh?
It unsubscribed me for some reason.
Yeah, I've heard people aren't getting their notifications, and
no. I'm just looking at. I think it reset my entire.
Oh, hey, Mr. Yanafui, great to see you.
I think it reset.
Mr. Yanafui is what? Are you like from Chile or Argentina? I'm trying to remember. Chilean, right? I'm sorry. I know those are two completely different countries. Yeah, and Hervoye does a really good job.
Okay, that was weird. For some reason, it had me on something different. I think what happened is it switched me. It switched me from my
Chilean, okay.
From my at the tech corner at my tech corner to to my other account, and so it just kind of okay.
This could
I need to fix that.
cause a bit of chaos.
Yeah, it's going to cause me a bit of chaos.
Oh,
that's why
you probably didn't. I don't know if you saw what I just did. So, okay, folks, if you want to join the stream, join the stream. If you're like if you behave like what the Brits would call a knobhead, you'll get banned from the stream.
Did you find me? Yes, no, maybe.
Oh, I see you in the chat now. But yeah, I just dropped the StreamYard link, so this could turn chaotic. Well, but here's the king of chaos himself.
That's the king of puns, not chaos.
Yeah,
King
the Punisher. Well, thanks for joining.
Punisher. Okay, I get it now. Oh, I'm gonna be terrible about that. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing anything on my feed because usually I check out a lot of things like drawing stuff, speed painting, what have you. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any of that, and then I just kind of noticed that my subscription fee
might hurt at first, but let's see.
Well,
yeah, sometimes just being stupid and not acknowledging that I'm missing something.
Sometimes with the subscription, if you hit the 3 lines at the top, it'll go away.
What it did is that it switched my email accounts. So it switched me from the Tech Corner to the account I'm using for high tier comics. Because
by the way, you do have the link. I sent it to you a while ago.
Chrome and Google and stuff like that.
I don't know if you wanted to. If when you said that you only had a short time, I didn't know if you meant to go on the panel or to be in chat, or obviously you only have a short amount of time either way. I didn't know. I thought maybe you wanted to go on the panel.
So now,
anyway, check out the Pine City Orchestra. I can click on his name since everybody's got a wrench now.
You got a wrench.
Everybody in the chat now, I think, has one of some kind.
Yeah, I haven't made anybody a managing mod on my channel yet. I guess you can do it with the 3 dots now.
Oh, what I had to do is I had to go into YouTube and unmod people and then add the.
Oh, you're doing it in the back. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yes, I'm doing it in the back.
Yeah, I don't know whether you can do it with the 3 dots.
I'm just joking about
in the back.
The phrase.
The 3 dots. It's like is that like the 3 seashells?
The 3 seasons. Do you guys remember when the McDonald's hired the guy from the what's it called, the 3 seasons, or is it the 4 seasons, or is the 4 seasons like this little group? Anyway, they hired this like the head chef from this pretty prestigious restaurant, and they hired him at McDonald's. They came up with like that parfait thing that was really popular, and I'm not sure if he's still working there, but I mean, still working at McDonald's. Well, he was working at it like a real high level.
He probably wasn't working at McDonald's. He was McDonald's.
I knew I said something wrong about that. No insult to anyone who works at McDonald's. It's just he was like, I don't think he was like. I mean, like I might have toured around the stores to see how they were serving up his food, but I don't think he was like working the cash register or anything. Hey, Raggedy Man, great to see you.
Yeah, long time no see.
Yeah, we've known him for years. Oh, okay. Well, take care, Mr. Matt.
Later, Mr. Matt.
Yeah, so maybe that was the deal. Is maybe he just stopped by to show support, and I appreciate that.
And thank you, Harjor. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name.
George.
For putting
Or
up
war.
my link.
Is it her
Or war.
Hervolier?
Jorge.
Hervolier.
Like Jorge.
Jorge.
Jorge. Yeah, Jorge. Or our.
I think it's
Jorge.
Hervolier.
Jorge. Yeah.
Jorge. He's a Jorge.
No. He's one of her past mods.
Sorry.
No, he's
just
actually
don't-
he's got like a he's got a lot of musical knowledge too. He sends a lot of like kind of like electronic style music. Posts a lot of that. Also, a lot of comic book campaigns that I've learned about some really cool comic book campaigns through him. He posts a lot of really cool stuff. Let's see.
Hervo yeah.
You can make a command that to make the link show up easier if you want. Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it's probably not going to be beyond what his computer can, what his little laptop can do.
Well, not necessarily, but I'm wondering what. And I would need to know a little bit more about that in order to do that. But let's see. I think everybody in here is a mod now. Yeah, there are a few people that might end up like if they join the chat and I modded them, and then all of a sudden it might turn out that they're linking some bad stuff. That's why I think the administrating mod is kind of a good idea.
But, yeah, that means I can kick people.
Well, yeah, let's say like there was somebody who was putting some. They were posting some videos, and it was. Making fun of someone in a different way than how Mr. Yanafui makes fun of people. It was really
Eli,
malicious.
I don't believe Lorenzo has a night bot, or he's definitely not using Streamlabs.
No, that would need. I would need. I would need what Daniel Tech said earlier, that I would need a better computer for that. I'm just using a Chromebook with 4 gigs of RAM, so I don't think that would work very easily.
You're using a Chromebook with 4 gigs?
Yeah.
What are 4 gigs?
Yeah, they're for furries like yourself.
They're for furries, man. Don't you know?
Yeah,
furries.
Everybody's a furry nowadays.
The furries.
Actually, I don't actually know about like why. Okay, I guess I do know why furries get a bad reputation, but I don't know what the difference is between someone who's a furry and someone who enjoys anthro. You know, would I qualify as a furry?
That's an interesting question. That's an interesting conundrum to figure out.
I think
I remember Rick knew right away that I would be a scaly, and I looked it up, and that was the term.
Okay, that's.
I was like, wow.
It was just a good guess based on, lizards have scales, not fur.
I think another type is the avian type.
That looks more like clouds. Okay, so
that would be kind of foul. Someone is a bird.
Foul.
Fowlies? Or
okay.
would they be feathery?
This is why I love this program, because you can do this crap.
If you asked it to Mark, I'm wondering what that
means. But that doesn't look right, so because I'm just goofing around.
Yeah. Every time I've seen you use the feature, it seems like you've kind of had to scrap it, or have you used it successfully?
What the? Hey guys!
I don't know about that. Now one
No
of our
politics.
administrator
No politics.
mods is making political references. That's for George's show.
Yeah, let George type
Yeah,
that stuff.
you don't want to have to deal with like
No,
my
here's this one
channel
over
getting
here.
suspended every few weeks.
Like here's this one too, and like you can just put like grass here and there and just bushes and like you put a bush here and put a bush there, put a bush here. We all have a bush here and there and there.
Oh,
We all have a bush.
you're using Clip Studio, same as me.
Yeah, it's just it's because I'm trying to find a pre bush that allow me to make like bushes, but I was gonna use it to try and make leaves in the background, but I'm having problem with that. But I'm finding some brushes for making clouds.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes with those brushes, if
Mhm.
you do the black as the
Mhm.
top color and whatever color you want them to be as the bottom color,
Mhm.
you'll have a black outline.
Right. No,
Oh, by the way,
it's not that.
is it Eli?
It's
Yeah, if I appreciate that. I guess I just would. It's just I've been looking at different computers. I still haven't found the right laptop. I think they're getting more. Laptops are getting more and more powerful. It's just if I want to do something like do some video editing, but also do some gaming and stuff. The gaming, that can those tend to like have really
yeah,
loud fans, and
because
I hate loud fans. This I can barely every once in a while I'll hear a fan. Oh, check out the mic stand with Mike Walters.
yeah, because the biggest problem I'm having right now is that my CPU is out of is obsolete because because it's a 7, but most games are now on generation I seen 8 as the lowest generation that most current computers can run for games, but now I'm seeing more like 11 is the
What are you talking about?
minimum
11
for gaming
for what is it?
requirements.
The CPU or GPU?
Is the CPU because I can't.
I'm not familiar with. So is that i7 11?
Yeah,
It's a 711.
I'm using an i7 7700. The first 7 in that 7700. It's the 7th generation 700 series.
And are people on the 11th generation now?
Yeah. Well, they're on the 13th generation, but it seems to but it seems like developers are getting lazy because a lot of games seem to be not really optimized anymore.
Yeah. Well, wait a second. I'd like to say hi to DJRonnieG. Good to see you. DJRonnieG is the guy, for those who didn't catch the stream, who was drawing some cool Star Trek starships and then turtles. And here's the most interesting thing was he also was putting turtle heads onto like the front end of a spaceship. That was pretty cool. Lorenzo HG is singing my last song. HG. Matt Rogers, I would think so, but my biggest concern would resolve around rendering time. Oh, okay, yeah, with using was it 1080?
Yeah, I was using a 1080 and it was pretty slow.
Yeah, so. And how much Blender uses the CPU versus GPU? That's useful to know.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, Henry Godslick. Yeah, I've certainly run Blender on much less, but mostly used it to experiment, render the official test files.
I would probably use a 380 Ti at the very least. You don't have to overclock it. I don't know what it is with people.
Wait, Rick is a furry. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what
I'm not a furry.
You're just furry adjacent.
Sure.
I'll hit you up on Twitter DM and if you, if I'm able. That sounds cool. Thanks for Voye. And thanks for Voye for dropping all the links. Might need to clear some of your RAM then, or get a better one. Oh yeah, that's RAM means random access memory. If you didn't know.
Yeah, the thing is like I said, the biggest problem I had was on my end is is right now the biggest problem, like I said, is CPU. And when it comes to gaming requirements, so what I'm missing is.
Yeah, I use Blender every so often myself.
Here
but
we
I'm not very proficient at all the sculpting stuff, so in fact I'm horrible.
You know, I wish I didn't have to use a different feature just to have this set up, Rick. You know, then if when I highlight you, you know, it's different than highlighting Daniel or Tech because you're using your screen sharing with your profile pic or whatever, and he's sharing a different way.
I'm doing it with my camera because I'm using OBS just to show.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that I have to use a different feature just to. And it's weird because one feature puts the other people in the chat on one side of the screen, and one feature puts them on the other.
Well, with him, when Tech shares, he's actually sharing his screen where I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just using my camera, like, or what would be
It's just unfortunate that I think the people at Streamer kind of made it a little overly complicated. But if they tried to simplify it, it might become even more complicated. So
yeah, well, see, the thing is, it's because of how people do things. Like he's sharing a screen to share his stuff, where I'm just using OBS.
Oh, have a good night, Hevolier.
And using a virtual, and using a virtual camera, you know. So
I take care, Eli. It's always good to see you. Yeah, it's just. I wish that
it'd be nice. Actually, I think if more people could, it'd be better probably if more people could use whatchamacallit, you know, OBS just to share their screen, because then they can share whatever they want easy enough.
It would be nice if either way I could just drag and drop like like I can with you.
Sorry.
Like I can just rearrange all these different, but I can't do that with. But I can see why that's the case, because I'm rearranging people's with profile pics or whatever, or the cameras.
Eli, sorry, Ali, Eli. Yeah.
And if you like what you're seeing, please like and share. It really helps get the word out.
Oh, and I'm not sure whether
Hey,
you
Simple
heard
Jack
Loretta.
Live. Great to see you, as always.
Hey, Simple Jack. Simple Jack.
Hey, Simple. I'm not sure what you heard, Lorenzo, but I have a TikTok now.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy
I was teasing you
Chinese.
about that the other day. Saying you're gonna do I Love Fridays hit or miss song, but
enjoy the Chinese.
No, I didn't want to say that in your chat, but it's Mia Khalifa song, and I'll leave it up to you to. Well, you probably don't want to look that up.
Yeah. Well,
Unless you
I
like
do it.
adult movies.
Well, I do it
And by adult
back
movies, I
through
don't
my
mean just an
browser,
R-rated movie. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
not through my phone. So
But
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't think.
I really don't care for TikTok, and but I know people use it, and
what is it actually? I was telling, was I or who you was it you who was telling Chris that it was a good idea to go on TikTok? And I think I was typing in the chat. Rick,
Possibly. You
because
know,
it was like it really is a good way. I mean, like if you can, it's just if you can have there use more than one platform to get the word out about your comics, well, why not just use it? I mean, it's not like there's only one way to use TikTok. It's
yeah.
actually a lot like the YouTube Shorts that people use
Yeah, and that's
it. My
probably why
understanding.
YouTube Shorts was created. Like,
Yeah, to compete against TikTok is. I think TikTok is. Yeah, I think that's probably significant competition as far as YouTube's concerned.
like I've only got 2 followers at the moment, and yeah, my lowest video, although I just put it up today, is 2 plays, but my highest video is like 295 views at the moment. Then I've got one at 271 at 9, 186, and 71. So, you know,
That's pretty decent. So this is on TikTok?
yeah,
Well, that's yeah. So if you can get the word out there about whatever your topic,
what we're doing.
whether it be your comic stuff or like your verse of the day or whatever,
yeah.
why not use it? Because
The only thing I don't like about it is there's no in the background stuff like analytics, to see how the attention span, are people watching the video all the way through? What, you know what I mean?
Geass is here. Sorry, how long have you been backstage, Geass?
About 20 minutes.
Oh no!
Oh no, dude!
I'm really sorry.
I'm
He
just
must.
messing with you. I've been here less than 5 minutes.
Okay,
Okay, I was
but
about
I'm
to say,
sorry
dude.
about that. Anyway, I'm still
Yeah.
sorry because uh,
Actually,
so I need something bigger than an 11-inch screen because I thought that. So I was wondering why why I couldn't see things on the screen. It seemed a bit small, but I didn't realize it was only like 11 like an 11-inch screen. I thought it was like a 14-inch screen or something. So that's why I have a hard time
Reading?
Well, yeah, and my vision's not the best, I don't know if it's because I'm a lizard or what, but I might have to be a lizard, with bifocals or something.
Yeah.
When I'm
You're an
gonna
aging lizard.
something like that.
You're not getting enough heat.
Maybe that's the deal.
Because, lizards are more active when they have more heat.
Oh, I love the artwork to these Kingdom
Games.
Rush games. Did I say that right? Kingdom Rush.
yeah.
I'd read what's on the screen, but the print is too small for me.
Messengers, deep devils. What?
I'd read but I can't even
Girl.
see it because I'm not looking at that screen.
No, I was just taking a quick glance. I was just looking just maybe because originally I was just gonna leave this background for the cover of background, and then I realized, what?
Okay. The people are watching Geass at the moment, so I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, because I changed. I fixed the backgrounds because originally I was just gonna put a bunch of trees in the background, and then I realized I can put a sky back there because I'm I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I remember that small cave I wanted you to draw. It turned into a massive or massive. What's the word I'm looking for? A massive chamber, anyway.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just sometimes like I'm sitting there like, oh, well, I'm just gonna like because you know what he was asking for wasn't really doable, and then it's like, well, I'll just try to do something, and then I realized I could put this, I could do something better. Like I'm just so
Yeah.
so. Usually, a rule of thumb for most artists is that the closer stuff is to you, the darker it's going to get. The farther away, it's going to be lighter because the sun is hitting it more at that point.
Well,
It's
it
just
depends on the shading and all that
yeah.
too,
It also depends on where
where
your
the light
light source
is.
is. Where your light source
Yeah.
is, because if you're talking about the sun, then yes, the light source is going to be further back, and so all your darks are going to be up front. And when it comes to people.
Unless you're facing away from the sun.
Yeah, pretty much. And so the thing is that when it comes to people, depending on where that light source is hitting them on the head, face, wherever you want to put it, is where the most light's going to be. But there's still kind of a little bit of a halo on the back end of some parts. Yeah, especially for skin. So the skin color is not always going to be one big dark shade. So don't make that assumption that's how it's going to be for everything you do. So my thing is that because this is more like comic book animated stuff and what have you, I don't do super realistic lighting because it would take me forever to do it. You're talking like maybe 50 hours worth of work on that
Yeah.
on just that one painting. So like that would take me forever, and it would take me 50 hours, and I'm not
You
doing
don't
that.
want to spend. You don't want to spend that sort of time at the moment, and I get you.
I
Don't
mean,
want to.
I would love to do that, but I would need to be paid for something like that. You know,
Yeah.
to spend 50 hours in that one drawing and that one drawing alone to make it as realistic as possible as far as the lighting is concerned. $2,000 is probably the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Because you're not just paying for my time, you're paying for my experience. And then
There are no little blue hands coming out of this door. This guy's trying to hold it closed.
where?
And this over here in my game.
Okay. Maybe. Uh-oh.
Boop.
Boop boop.
Oh, welcome, Bianca Zombie. Good to see you as always. Aloha.
Hey, Bianca.
Here we go. Yeah. So yeah, I would love to spend 50 hours, but I would need to be paid for those 50 hours.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, because it's 50 hours was basically like two and a half days worth of work. And even then, it's like, oh, I really don't like it. And you draw it. Hey, Disney lover.
Oh yeah, good to see you as always, Disney lover.
Let me see if I can
See, it's having a hard time starting to slow down. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to. The StreamYard is slowing down for me, so I'm gonna have to look and see how big the cache file is getting on here, because I think the lack of
Yeah, just be careful.
Okay, yeah,
not to
this will probably likely this will exit me out of
He's
StreamYard.
gonna
But
Lorenzo
of course
himself for those who
yeah.
don't know what that means. Oh, that helps. I think this is supposed to be fire. Oh. No, I guess not. Ah. Yeah, nice. Okay. Let's put it back. Gatsa. See, that's starting to shape up.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's looking good.
So, what do y'all think of Nintendo Direct? Did you
I'm
guys catch it?
interested. I'm interested in the Metroid Prime.
Is that the remasters?
Yeah, the remaster.
Yeah. That's something that I wrote a list of different things that caught my attention. That's something I put a little asterisk next to that definitely want to buy. But like anything else with every single game, I typically almost every game I wait till it's on sale, even if it's like so. One of my friends worked for Obsidian and worked on a game, but I still wait for it to be 20% off.
Yeah,
Because I waited like 2 months or something, because it was on the Game Pass, so I could play it for free. And then once it was 20% off, it's like, shit, I'm gonna support. I'm gonna buy. Was it the Outer Worlds? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely wanted to own that for myself and not just have that on the Game Pass, because Microsoft at any time could take something off of there, and I don't know what happens if once it's taken off. If it means I can't play it or just can't download it again, or what the deal is. And I wanted to support a game my friend worked on,
yeah,
but I didn't. This may sound cheap, but I don't like buying things full price. I think what happened is I broke down and bought Animal Crossing, and like the week later, just like the very next week, it was on sale. It was one of
yeah,
those games, and it's like, okay, so I wait to buy a game, and then I buy it, and then it's on sale the next week.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I can see how that would piss people off.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, if I were wealthy, I could.
You wouldn't give it a
And a
crap.
friend worked on a game, I'd buy it full price.
I'm debating buying the Miraculous game. It's currently on sale for 60% off on Steam.
Miraculous.
What's Miraculous?
Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. It's a video game based on a TV show, a French cartoon.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's currently only $20 because it's 60% off.
Yeah, that's a good price.
Yeah. Especially,
I mean, that's
60% off.
that's when I actually, if it's a game that I really want, that's and it's like 60% off. That's when I typically, even if it's like 50% off, I will.
Yeah, I
That's
usually try and
but
wait to
but then
stuff is
again,
about.
if I have the money,
That's the explosion stuff.
and I
Depends
don't always
also.
have the money.
It also depends on what the game is too. How much the original price is. Sometimes 60% off isn't even worth it. You need to wait to 80 or 90.
Yeah, there's some games that maybe the game's $60, but it would be like a real good deal if it's $10, but not if it's 60 or even 40. It's like once it drops to 10, holy shit, I'm gonna swoop in on that, and
Swoop.
that's a great deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a lot of really cool looking games, but there was also a lot of but a lot of them there were a lot of remasters and a lot of DLC, and it's like, this is the fourth something or other DLC for Mario Kart 8. And it's like, oh yeah, I don't have Mario Kart 8. I should have bought it the one time I saw it on sale, but I missed out on it.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
badly.
Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Yeah. Hey,
Always
Carol.
good to see you.
No.
Here I went and I cleared out my cache, and I'm still having problems with.
No, I'm actually kind of aching, scratching to write again, because it's like I was like I was writing more for. I was like, I'm thinking more ideas for my comic, and I came up. I decided to sketch out to 20 pages to cover chapter, at least a chapter of my comic before I put it up. So I have.
Welcome, Mark. Sorry to interrupt.
Hey, Colonel Mark.
Rose asking how's it going, and
Hey, Mighty Geek. And hello, Colonel.
hey, Terry.
Hey, Mighty. Here comes Mighty to save the day. Okay. And then, yeah, I just come up with more ideas. So I got 20 pages, so I'm debating on chapter 2 to either just continue the story or do a flashback for 2 of the characters.
Are you talking about this character, this story, or
not my Miss One story?
Or is this the one for your client?
This is the one for my client. I'll show you what I mean in a bit. I'm just right now. I'm trying to find a cloud brush that gives me with clouds.
I'm going back to the battle that's going on.
No, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm looking around, but I'm just pointing out that, like, I'm just thinking of writing out stuff again. This is like, it's been like an easy writing.
Welcome, Rex. How long have you been backstage?
Oh, just for about 10, 15 seconds. Not bad.
Okay, I'm surprised I even saw you. So what happens is with this 11-inch.
That's where we just need to get you a second monitor, man.
This 11-inch screen, I don't like. Like if I could get a certain number of people, they end up on the bottom of the screen, and I can only see a little bit of their profile pic or whatever.
That's perfectly all right. I just finished my stream. Didn't want to overstream you. It was a long one for me, 4 hours. I mean,
yeah, I used to do 4 hour streams a lot.
I need to shut up.
You just finished your stream? Because I thought it ended a while back.
Nope, just ended it.
I would have watched it longer had I realized you were still streaming.
Yeah, Manticore was over there.
Getting distracted,
Carol was over there. Phantom might show up here in a minute. She just cut off with me.
Manticore is in the chat as well.
It's a Rex raid.
It does require more effort. That's true.
Hey, Dillard. Hey, we're getting a lot of more people today. Hello, world.
Welcome, everybody, and feel free to post links to your channels and whatever projects you guys are working on, or got a friend who's got a project, or just some project you're interested in.
This looks like
That's
an
why
interesting
I'm giving people
game.
wrenches. Let me know if you don't have a wrench.
You have a friend.
It's good to see you, Manticore. I don't know if I greeted you, and always good to see you, Dillard, as well. Dillard has worked with Rick from Cross Comics.
Oh yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah, well, he still is. He's drawing.
Yeah.
He's drawing up Snowdrift 2.
Thank you for hanging with the humans, Lorenzo.
No, yeah,
that is magnanimous of you to hang with us humans.
Oh, I'm actually. Well, this might be. I might get banned from the Land of Lost, but I'm enjoying. I mean, I enjoy it. You know.
Oh, Dillard, please. No.
Okay, I guess that's not happening.
Oh, I see.
I think everybody came here of their own accord, Dillard.
Or did they come here with their own accordion?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody drove here. You didn't drive here. You got an accord.
Oh, welcome, LCX. Great to see you as always.
Victory.
So people wonder, you know, why I list the time in the Philippines sometimes, or put LS in this. That's stands for live stream. Well, got some viewers from the Philippines. The LCX actually, LCX is a native English speaker, so. And check out Rex's channel, Devil Flyer Momentum. It's an awesome channel about good. Well, I don't know. I see it's like comic book, sci-fi, horror, like nostalgia. You know, like this, like like movies and TV in general.
Variety
Nostalgia, and of course collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
It's
been
like,
characterized as a variety show, so
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say,
It's a
you're
nerd
actually
variety show.
you're actually doing the
I'm
format
so
I was going
excited,
for
Lorenzo. I think I'm
better
going
than
to be
I'm
getting
able
my.
to on this
I think
Chromebook.
I'm going to be getting my books tomorrow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Would
Oh,
you like
yeah.
to see the magnets? Have you seen the magnets that'll be with the book?
Oh,
That would
that
be
would be cool. I don't think I
magnanimous.
have.
Just realized this hero he generates extra gold when he kills opponents. I just realized that was his special effect.
Which hero?
Versus or how you pronounce this guy, the Black Dragon.
Okay.
Everett. His special ability is Everett. Enemies killed by Berserk and generate extra gold.
Cool, I guess.
Where's your
Manticore's
wrench,
asking
Rex?
for a wrench. Wait, does Manticore
don't
not
know.
have a wrench on this channel, or is it Rex's channel?
Manticore has a wrench here.
Oh, so, huh.
Oh, he's asking Rex. Where's
Yeah,
my wrench,
so-
Rex?
I don't know why he would be asking me.
Well, does he have a wrench on your channel? Do you know?
I think he does. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
mean,
I don't know how you're supposed
most
to
people
remember
do.
offhand who does or doesn't have a wrench.
Yeah. So these will be
You
the
know,
magnets.
when you're not streaming, you might have to look at the replay or something.
Mhm.
So these are the magnets. I went with the logos, company logo and the Devil Flyer logo.
Cool.
Yeah, almost everyone has a wrench. There's a certain there are some certain people like there's like a certain person who showed up in your chat earlier today, LCX, who doesn't have a wrench. Where'd
No, he
Rex
doesn't
go?
have a wrench on your channel. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't notice.
where'd the magnets go?
Oh, you want me to bring them back up?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Okay. There you go.
Rex took his wrench from Rex's channel.
What?
Oh, it's getting kind of spicy. Hey, Anik, welcome.
Who said that?
Hope you have a wrench. Well, that's what Carol said. No, he doesn't have a wrench on your channel, Rex. Oh,
Dillard says, I'm very close to 800 subs. Please subscribe to my channel. Yeah.
because you took it. Well, you
Okay.
should. I don't know if you. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't tell. I can't tell you how to run your show.
I can't
would,
remember.
I would leave with Manticore. I've always had
Now,
good
I'm,
experiences with him.
now I'm debating if I should leave the.
I'm trying to highlight. Here we go. I probably need something more than a Chromebook. I'm very close to 800 subs. Please, well, drop the link in the chat then.
He did.
Or Dillard did.
Yeah. I'm fairly
So what
close
are these
to.
magnets? Are they which campaign are they for? Is
The ash can.
with the ash can? Wow. Because
You get 2 magnets, 2 trading cards, and 3 bookmarks, and a 24-page book coming your way next week, hopefully.
no, that's cool. Because when I first saw, okay, I'll be Frank, and you'll be
Okay, Frank,
George. Wait,
George,
and
Frank, George, Lorenzo.
and Rick will be Johnny. No,
Cool. Okay.
and I don't know what Geass will be,
We
but
play musical chairs.
But the thing is, when you first launched your ash can,
Uh-huh.
I thought, well, the price is a little bit high. But by that time, I had gotten all sorts of free stuff from your show that was probably
Right.
worth well over the amount of money that like the ash can would be basically free at that point. Like if I had to pay for all the cool stuff, like the
Right.
Empire, I think there was like Empire Strikes Back, collectible cards, and all sorts of cool stuff. And I won more stuff since then because you've got all these different.
Yeah, you won the Creatures of the Black Lagoon signature.
Yeah, so with all the stuff that you give away on your channel, you're charging, what was it for? Was it 25 for an ash can or 20?
No, it's $10 plus $7 shipping.
Oh, well, okay. So it would be $17.
Yeah.
So,
For 24, and I doubled the size of it. It's 24 pages with,
so when you first, when I was the first backer, I was like,
yes, you were.
This is a little expensive, but I think it's worth it because I
and
think
you
it's a
won
cool
my
story.
mystery bundle.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell you what extra stuff I'm going to stick in there for you.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
You
like
won.
when you very first when you first launched the campaign, it's like $17 for an ash can. That's but then I'm
well, you got to charge shipping.
You
got to charge shipping.
Yeah. What I'm saying is at first it seemed a little steep, but for me it was such an easy buy because it provides so much entertainment with this show. It's a cool looking concept.
Yeah.
I already got all sorts of free stuff. And it's like, I'll gladly pay $17 if this makes Rex's dream come true. And I get a fun comic out of the deal,
Right.
I get a comic that's actually like, in a limited edition too. And it was like, this is.
Yeah, there's only going to be 100 of them printed.
Yeah, so I mean, once you look at all, and then you add all this extra stuff to it, and it's like, well, this is a steal.
Well, I wanted it to be a proper campaign. I don't care if I have more money sunk into it than I make out of it. I just wanted to people to be happy with what they get.
Yeah.
And I'll do the same thing on.
You added all that extra stuff. It's like, wow, this is actually giving someone maybe more stuff than what they paid for. That was what I was trying to get at. I'm sorry, I kind of went around the roundabout way of saying it, and it might have sounded bad, but
at first it was
like, because of being an ash can,
right?
It seemed a little high, but then but still, you were doing the show for free and giving all this stuff away, and Ashcan looked really, really cool. And
and $10 for it's a 24-page. It may be Ashcan size, but it's a full comic worth of reading.
Yeah, and like to see this magnet, it's really awesome.
Yes, it's magnanimous.
Yeah. I mean, I love the logo.
We're gonna get that.
One of the big things is
John Melendez, who's my neighbor on down about 2 blocks away from me. He designed these early on, and he did the art to Devil Flyer, the inking to Devil Flyer. I wrote the story and did the thumbnails that he went from, but he did all the dialogue, all the lettering. So he's got a lot invested in that too.
Well, the thing is that I've noticed his logo design is super important, and these are awesome logos. Oh, and by the way, welcome, Kid Wonder. Sorry, I've been wanting to say hi to you, but it sounds like LCX. Send Kid Wonder here, and welcome Wolfpack 1.
All right. Yeah, I decided I'm gonna pick out those trees. I'm just gonna leave the vines, and then I'm gonna put I'm gonna leave the background the way I had it now because it looks more. It looks better.
Just hold on a second. I can highlight your screen if you.
I could have done the magnets in black and white, but I wanted to do them in color and add some color to the campaign.
Because this is supposed to be a cover, and they were supposed to be swinging from vines, but I had originally I had it with like vines and trees and stuff like that, and then I just kind of
I forgot that humans swing from vines,
and it looks better. It feels better to me.
Do not.
That's
only in the
movies.
movies.
I don't think my people really do that all that much. And you think that living in the land of the lost that we'd be swinging through all sorts of different,
swinging from tree to tree.
Yeah, but we even have a tail, and that should help with our balance and stuff.
I mean, what do you guys think?
Tail. Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? Should I just leave it like that?
Manticore is accusing you of dancing around the question of guess the wrench.
And as he's doing that, I'm going back on the stream, and I think the chat will come up, and I will return his wrench as he maligns my name. Just know that I can take it away.
Carol's the voice of reason here. Maybe if you say Rex, I think perhaps you took my wrench on accident.
Yeah.
sorry for laughing, but it's like it's
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know there'd be so much drama. Like even when we've had like a very drama-free stream.
It didn't come back up. So Manticore, you come in tomorrow. I'll give you your wrench back.
We try to have a drama-free stream.
You should have brought it to my attention.
It just tends to show up when we least expect it, and we're just like, the hell.
Oh, I admit I took it for some reason. I don't even remember the reason, Manticore.
Oh, and welcome, KE.
I own it.
49. Always great to see you.
Absolutely, will own it.
Now that we're talking about stuff like that, the Kickstarter for Kayama America Volume 7, I do believe, is up.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to back that right away because things sell pretty fast with the stuff that
I usually get the basic because I'm too poor to get any of the other stuff for it.
Still gotta get around to reading that.
Good. I think they do make an omnibus, so you can.
Manticore says I'm not Captain Infinity. Rex, it's okay.
Oh, Infinity! No
comment. I'm not. No comment on Captain Infinity or time travel.
I
mean, you guys can talk about it. I'm just not going to make it.
It's interesting that he didn't talk about this on my own channel.
Yeah. You're replaying
where I could, that's okay. You can come in tomorrow. I'll boot you tomorrow.
I just got an achievement.
Huh?
Find Cap. I didn't realize how I did that.
So Wolfpack 1 is replaying Yakuza 0, and I encouraged him to going and getting lost bear fist fighting against the Mexican cartel. I mean, I think
I was on another stream.
I don't want to be like a hate crime reading this message. But you guys can read it on the screen. I'm not a fan of cartels either.
Don't you worry about my chat. I pay attention to it.
Yeah, I have an issue with though I haven't. So a lot of people have had comic books that have to do with cartels, or a couple people have, and they've been removed from like Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever. One of those platforms. So
I don't know.
That's how Carol travels, swinging from vine to vine.
Swing from tree to tree?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm going to read the chat. It's very kind of you, Rex, said Carol. Vines are so like 2016, says Wolfpack. It's always good to see Wolfpack in the chat. It's entertaining, and Manticore being entertaining too. Or just admit that you took it and own it. Oh, holy shit.
I did.
It's an immaculate vine, says Wolfpack.
It's a vine that's in
I
the
know the
air.
reason. Well, hey, why are you talking about this?
Swinging from the clouds.
guys. That guy. That's all kiss to make up. Well, if a
Doesn't make
bunch
up.
of people, if a bunch of people all kiss at the same time, would that be an orgy? Like a
Yes.
Yes.
huh?
Well,
That'd be kind of like a soft core
Probably.
orgy or something, or rated R orgy.
Now playing in a theater.
Whoa! This is just some. Colonel Mark says, "quote Give us the precious wrench. All you have to do is walk away." Unquote. Lord, humongous, but also manticore.
Yeah. So that looks 100 times better.
Oh wait, what are your? Okay, I'm gonna have to highlight your screen. Actually,
thank
did
you,
not.
Manticore.
No, I changed the background so it doesn't look like just poor background. Now it looks like something.
But I think
The only thing
perhaps
is
Shadowhawk overshadowed the conversation.
the only thing
Where
is that they're
is
swinging
Shadowhawk?
from. The only thing is that it looks like they're swinging from the clouds
Oh.
instead of from the trees. But that's fine.
This is
I think
just
you
like
forgive me for that. For it.
Yes, like
Yeah.
Spider-Man swinging through the city when there aren't
Yeah.
any buildings around.
Oh yeah, I love that when you're swinging through through the park, through Central Park, and there's no
Wolfpack
buildings
says,
to swing from. Like, where the
Sorry.
fuck is he swinging from?
Wolfpack says Yakuza gets me hyped. Laugh out loud.
He's swinging from the lamppost.
Manticore's wishing Rex good luck
I
with his
mean,
campaign.
he would probably swing. He would probably run faster through Central City, through Central Park, rather than trying to swing from lampshade to lampshade.
Oh, by the way, Colonel Morgs says he's still wondering why Shadowhawk sounds like an old Timothy Leary. That's a good question. I've never even thought about that.
Who the hell is Tim Leary?
Gosh, says Carol. Oh, well, Shadowhawk's not in here to defend himself, so well yeah.
Here's a little.
No, the
Thanks to
cartels
the
don't
wind.
do anything in America. They just send the. I'm not going to say that. The. I guess
Yeah,
there's certain words
gotta
you
be
can't
careful.
talk about anymore. Well, they send certain stuff over here and stay over there. Live next to the border. That's interesting. Wolfpack one. I
Who fell asleep?
Gosh, wow. Oh, that's an interesting angle.
Or interesting close up.
Even better. And then.
Yeah, shoot, I missed that one.
So, Rick, is this like some sort of what's
She looks
going on
bored.
there?
This is Metal's character Jackrabbit. Metal's character Jackrabbit.
Okay.
He has a little bit of an event going on. I won't say contest. So
Well, it looks like there's an event on the going on with the
she's
Looks
got
like
a bit of a super speed. So
Female Jack.
yeah,
that
female
explains. Oh, darn it! I don't know why it went off your screen, but
and
it
hello,
looks like some
Restless
interesting
Kate.
stuff was going on with the game that Rush game.
Bless you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Tomorrow, sometime, I'm gonna add shade and lighting to this and send it into Metal.
Where, well, there could
maybe a
theoretically
few
be
minutes
a
I could probably make something like that,
much
too.
larger tree in front of her in the foreground. It works. Well,
Hey,
wouldn't
Chad.
that block
I
out
see you, Chad.
the character? I'm sorry, Rex. Did you say something?
I was saying hi to Chad Middleton in the
Oh,
chat,
hey, Chad,
and
good to see you.
was going to
Hey,
say thanks for having me on. I need to go clear off a table or two to get ready for fulfillment. So,
Awesome. Yeah, feel free to. Yeah, sorry about the interrogation.
Oh, no problem.
It sounded like Manticore put something in the chat, but I know you got like a kind of
I
a
think I
busy
missed
chat.
his
You got a
comment
kind of busy
earlier in my
channel. You might
chat.
have missed
So,
it.
yeah. It's all good.
So the theoretically could be much larger tree. Oh, but by the way, feel free to drop the link to your channel.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna give a shit as long as it looks good.
So, was it Realist 213? Welcome to the channel. I can give you a wrench if you know if you don't have one.
Especially since I'm normally not known for making this much trees and stuff like that.
Did you say you're
'Cause
normally not a gnome?
normally known. Most people don't know I don't draw trees too much or backgrounds too much in general.
And he restless, whatever, however you want to say it, does not have a wrench.
This is interesting because the chat. Okay, here's.
Well, that was before, unless you've given him
Okay,
a wrench.
so
Okay,
let's
so
see.
this
Add
is good for right now, and I'm just
your
gonna
moderator.
see.
So there was somebody else who. So and what I'm doing is the chat's kind of reply. The chat's replaying for some reason because sometimes when I exit a tab and I go back, it just kind of replays the entire chat. Since the last time I left
I'm
off,
also
I don't know
going
if that ever
to
happened to you
make
guys.
a PDS. Of
Yeah.
these.
Replace the entire Chad.
But I didn't know that you were going to be looking up a file, or I would have.
Oh no, I don't think anybody can see what I'm doing.
I'm going to go. Oh wow, there's a lot more messages showing up. So yeah, that's another thing with StreamYard is somebody might not see the message till like 10 minutes later or something, or that's if they're lucky, you know.
And hello,
The message might not show up on time, you know, till a few minutes later, you know, 5-10 minutes later, and then
LSD.
somebody might not get to reading the message, and it can take a while. Timothy Leary was a Harvard psych professor who ordered LSD by the bucket load for a good student and personal experiments in quotes in the
grad
1950s.
student.
Huh?
Crack
For a
student.
grad student.
I heard crack
For
student.
grad students and
That crack
personal
student.
experiments in the 1950s when it was still legal. He kind of got in trouble for that.
Hello, Mockingjay.
Oh yeah, good to see you, Mockingjay. Thanks everybody for joining us, and then feel free to promote your channels and stuff. I'm still a person. I want to give a wrench to. I'm having problems with YouTube and StreamYard today. Even though I refreshed my even though I cleared the cache out of my browser, I'm still having issues.
Wolfpack this is not Photoshop. It is Cut Paint Studio, and these are custom brushes that you can find. It's asset brushes that you can find on their asset store. So a lot of them are free, and a lot of them are paid for.
Yeah.
You can pay for those. I just don't know how to do it because I some of it is in Japanese and I can't read it right now.
Oh, so here's Rex's link that he posted like 10 minutes ago. That's what I'm saying. I really am.
But so I got the comic up. So like I said, I decided to just sketch it out ahead. So trying to do every page every so bit, and then
Oh, Chad was being held hostage by Manticore. He wanted a blue wrench.
So I actually changed.
Realist 213. I promise I'll go in there and give you and get you a wrench. Some people call it well, in the UK it should be called a spanner, but I've never heard anybody refer to it on YouTube as a spanner. In some people in the Philippines call it jacket for some reason. I think jacket is like a slang term or colloquial term for moderator. Bless you, which originally something to the effect of "May your soul not be expelled from your body amid your allergies in the fall." Oh, that's from when somebody sneezed earlier.
Yeah.
And then, of course, hello again, Mockingjay. I think I graded you. Hope I did. Are you using custom brushes or just is this what you read?
Yeah, that's what I read.
Okay.
In '93, an old Leary shows up doing some sound samples for L. Drogenstein Minister's side project, Revolting Crocs album Linger Fringen Good.
Oh, I remember that band, Revolting Cox. And if we were monetized, we wouldn't be anymore after I said that. Face green smiling. Oh yeah, because StreamYard doesn't recognize a lot of emojis. Oh, is cut shape raster or vector? Did you address that question? Oh, it looks like thanks for supporting Devil Flyer Realist. I
Is
encourage
Gip
everybody to
still?
check out Devil Flyer's channel. Never heard of cut shape. I'll give
I've
it a
never heard of Cut Shape
try.
either. I'll be honest.
I have Photoshop though. Trying to get caught up with the messages, and then I'm going to go into YouTube, and I'm really sorry to the person who's been waiting like 20 minutes for a wrench. A spanner is a tool.
Yes, you're making it a real wrenching experience for him, Lorenzo.
Larry, on the beginning of the track Gillicopter, no, there was a helicopter. And the album sounded a lot like Shadowhawk from this afternoon. I'm going to have to check out that album. I assume Shadowhawk was on acid. Probably. I don't. I doubt. I don't think. I don't. I think he. I think he enjoys some alcohol while streaming. Sometimes I think he's referred to that on stream. So I don't think I'm slandering him or libeling him with it. I mean, that's why I'm using the word "think" too, because I'm just giving my own
Memory rendition.
potential, like, yeah, kind of cloudy memory of what may or may not be occurring. Is GIMP still an app people still use? I don't know. I'm hearing more. I mean, I think people still use it, but Credit seems like it's becoming more popular. Well, I'm not sure if it's more popular than GIMP, but Credit is becoming popular. I used to use that a lot way back before I had Photoshop. Interesting. GIMP has an app, people, not the other one. Get your your heads out of your GIMP's asses. Holy shit. Probably should have read that. And if you like what you've seen, please like and share. This might be our last stream before we get sent off to the cornfield.
Well, you said GIMP, not simp. So.
Yeah, wished away to the cornfield by.
Yeah, well, there's so much to think about it. Like GIMP is in the context.
And Rick
There's
did.
more
And
one-
Rick, you did. Yeah, and Rick, you did say that word that might get us banned from Twitch because we stream there as well.
That's what I made through 20
Things
pages.
should never be that simple.
Any of you personally use AI art and AI art generator? Oh,
No.
there was a big argument
No.
with Mr. Matt about that. Matthew Rogers, aka Mr. Matt, who was here earlier. I'm not doxing him. He uses his name, Mr. Matt. He uses that in the chat. He has used AI art generators recently. There's also an AI VTuber that's become quite popular. Neural Sama is what I'll just say she goes by. So Puma Fist has suffered a devastating series of defeats in the CG and anti-CG slums recently. Yeah, how is it that CG all of a sudden it's like all of a sudden now there's slums. Not only are there professional comic book artists, and I like some of them, and backed a few of their books, but now if you're now like a CG king, you're a member, part of the slums now, and the CG kings are the guys who are the pros.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
whatever.
it's always been that way, Lorenzo. It just wasn't spoken.
Yeah, but now it's so blatant. Now they're just like people are just
Now they're just being obvious. It's like,
yeah. Well, when I first heard about CG, it was mainly a bunch of reviewers. There were some people. I'm not sure if Tim Lim and some of those other guys, Douglas Ernst, if they used the word Comicsgate. I know Captain Cummings did and no longer uses it, but some of these like kind of these OG guys. Captain Cummings and Richard C. Meyer they started off just like doing like review streams, and then later on, Richard C. Meyer, your boy Zach, decided he was going to make a comic book, which he had worked on some comic books in the past, I think, before he joined the military,
No,
and then
not from what I know.
EVS around the same time, EVS. Oh yeah, to check out Kid Wonder's gaming stream, and I need to give that other person a wrench. I'm really sorry. I just get kind of overwhelmed with. That's why I'm going to try to. That's why I'd like to delegate things to other people, but like it'd be nice if like one person could highlight the chat and give them that ability. Problem
Yeah,
is, let's say Daniel for the Tech Corner is drawing a picture, you might not be able to highlight the chat.
yeah.
yeah. It's I think more for the highlighting the chat would be giving people permission in your stream yards.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking of. Like last week, I'm like, because he's got a different name on every platform, but Orc War Chief. Last week, Orc War Chief was like doing a really good job, like hearing people out, whereas I was I was just interrupting people left and right. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stop talking now, and I'm going to focus on producing the show because he was doing a really good job. Guys were having a good conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, Risey? The Puma Fist guy. Yeah, I don't know much about him. The slums are a very specific region of town. It begins with with Oz's show. Yeah, Oz is actually. I've been on Oz's show before. He'd be welcome on this channel if you were interested. But he got a much bigger channel than I have. I like talking AI art.
Nah.
Talking like AI art and be like witchcraft, laugh out loud. It is, I guess, if you're like making a living off of drawing and really think a computer like just some AI can replace you.
Yep. It's pretty much.
I don't think it's at that stage yet.
But it's gonna get there pretty quickly. Because
You
once
need
you
a fake
introduce something,
producer.
it's kind of like a big leap pretty quick.
You still need people to actually do stuff, though. Fake producers don't really do anything. It's a great job. Check me out on YouTube. Oh yeah, check out Manicore's got an awesome channel. There's also a comic book that Dillard draws. Is John Dillard is drawing from the Dillard Draws channel. I think of it like this, Lorenzo. I'd love to work and do things like that for people if it wasn't for people. Huh. That's a bit cryptic. If anything, it will drive the price of homemade art up. So I think the issue is some people are thinking, people won't be able to tell the difference though. Unless you paint, that's the golden rule that makes the world go around. Oh, we're having a really interesting discussion tonight. Geass, were you starting to say something?
Yes. New level, new achievement. I suspect it has something to do with this dog right here.
Grats, and I see what looks like a bird. I see some sort of bird type thing. Or...
It's a
Are you talking
dragon.
about this?
Yeah.
It's my dragon, my hero. I can move him around on the map wherever I wish.
And check out Artifice Reanimate. Time will tell.
Oh! I did not see that coming. Poor doggy.
Where is the dog? I didn't even see the dog. It might be
the dog's gone.
You killed the
He
dog.
killed it.
Manticore Artifice Reanimate. So window to look at it from makes sense at face value. Something to think about at least. So what did Manticore had said before checking out on YouTube? He was talking about AI. It will. If anything, it will drive the price of handmade art up. And somewhere he had also said that it said something else about AI that I thought was interesting. Okay. Yeah, if anybody can see it, please read it for me. He said something about did he say something like it helps people like generate, come up with concepts, or I'm phrasing that wrong.
I can't see that.
I felt bad. It took me. It's probably been like a half hour since Realist asked for since I whatever the situation was. I realized that Realist wasn't a mod. I don't know if Realist pointed it out or
it was me.
Okay, yeah, and I'm really sorry that it took so long. Let's see. Trying to go up to the. Oh, great for visual It's great for creating visual concepts. So yeah, that was a thing. I thought maybe this is what I suggested to Daniel Tech is maybe just it could give you like an idea and then just take in your own direction. That's not AI, or you could use your own artwork to do it. I would think, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, check out Manticore's campaign. And we highlight what Rick's drawing. It's the Metals character.
Yeah, I can try and draw that.
Oh yeah, it's interesting angle about the driving up it would drive up the price of handmade art.
Well, I mean, people because right now just because just regular line art for me is like $30, and people are like, "Oh my god, $30! Why is it $30?" Because you're not just paying for my time; you're paying for experience that came with it. People are balking at the price sometimes. Like, which really, Julie, which really annoys me. This is like, you're willing to spend $800 to $1,000 on a phone, but you're bucking at $30 for line art.
It's very useful for generating reference material for visual concepts.
This dragon barfing on peasants. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I'm having a hard time once again highlighting things with StreamYard.
That dragon barfing on peasants.
It's hard to highlight things with a potato.
Potato.
So here we go. I'm gonna attempt to highlight things. Oh, and hey, Julie D, making you a moderator. Is that dragon barfing on some peasants? Oh, was that on the video game?
No, they aren't peasants.
Here I attempted to. Oh, hey, welcome.
Hey.
Good to see you. Apex is in
See
the
ya.
house. I was going to highlight a dragon, and well, that's not a dragon.
I like that rabbit chick. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Well,
so
good. I'm looking at it.
Metal.
I'm thinking of trying to draw it myself just to see if I can do it in the amount of time we have.
That
Is that
is
what?
quite the furry.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Damn, because I really don't. I really because I'm
Oh,
trying.
you got
Because,
a blank page.
Is that dragon
Look,
barfing?
I'm going
on
back
some
to the
peasants?
dragon.
yeah, no,
barfing
I'm
on
just.
Colonel Morg. He's crazy.
Yeah,
There's some sort of
Yo,
zombie,
man,
by the way.
Thanks everybody for
Hmm?
joining us, both in the chat and
Yeah.
on the panel.
Oh,
It's
shoot, wake up
it's
house.
great conversation. Sorry, I'm having a little hard time multitasking. I guess that's kind
I
of
know.
usual for me.
It's tough doing live streams at times. You got to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, that's
all
why
the
I'd
way
like to
through.
delegate I was talking
Yeah.
about earlier that I'd like to delegate some of the responsibility, like have somebody who maybe reads the chat, and then somebody.
Oh,
who,
yeah. Absolutely. I like reading the chat. They're fun.
Yeah, and last week,
Wolfpack
we had
says, check
War
out my
Chief.
channel.
Oh, go ahead.
Check out my channel. Subscribe for absolutely no content. One thing is true. No one in the universe has ever missed one of my streams or videos. Because you don't have any. Come on.
Or
do
have
2
we?
videos.
Or wait a
Challenge.
second. But could somebody miss something that doesn't exist?
Yes.
With a woodchuck.
Wolfpack, there's a challenge for Wolfpack. Do 2 videos before the end of the week. That's what I asked for. Do that for your channel.
And good evening, Joey.
Yeah.
Oh, just Carol. So Carol also is also coloring 2 pieces for Doc.
Doc,
Playlaw.
nice. Oh, that's cool. Go,
Yeah, check
Carol.
out his campaign, Pariah, Blood and Mud.
Yeah, that looks really good. I've signed up for it. You should too if you haven't already.
And tech, it goes, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck wood.
That's a lot of wood.
That's a lot of wood.
Yeah,
That's what she said. Yeah.
yeah, it's Imagine that. Yeah, imagine that in the morning, waking up to that.
Yeah.
hunting one.
Yeah.
Is the charge for custom art if so $30?
Is so worth it? I guess it meant so worth it, not
you
soon
know.
worth it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I charge $30 mainly because I charge $30 for the character for the first initial character, and then it's 15 for every character thereafter. If it's on one piece.
Are you
Generally, the
talking?
background is a minimal background is free, but anything
Yeah.
extra you're gonna have to tack on that extra 15 because you can might as well consider it an extra character because that background's gonna take a bit.
So in other words, you would have your main character, you charge 30, and for other characters 15 each for like
Yes.
all in one piece, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
So Jilly D said, "Sweet,
Yeah.
I'm in the group," and says, "Hi, Mandy." Christine,
That's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
I like buying the expensive rims and putting them on a
Junker,
junker.
homie.
Yeah, I missed you, Wolfpack. You
I
always
want to see
have
some
a lot
Wolfpack
of cool stuff in
videos.
the chat.
I bet
Cracks
he's
of
gonna.
a learn.
I bet he's
Oh, go
gonna
ahead.
put together some good video. I suppose Wolfpack's gonna put together some really nice videos. They don't have to be that great. I mean, just starting out. I mean, my video wasn't that great starting out. I mean, you're always gonna start out square one and get better after that. Yeah.
But I'll have more pages than Artifice, not than a competition. So
Yeah.
back both books. So it seems like a reasonably priced book. The only problem I have here in America is I think the book's being shipped from Australia, and it could be kind of a costly endeavor. Seems like that's what I ran into when I looked at.
It depends on where from Australia. Apparently, you can get two different. If you're going from like Canada to the States, you can get two different prices depending on whether it's going to the closer part or the further part to you. That's what I've heard.
Sorry to interrupt. Dragon Barf is used as a material to craft a +10 raging corner of Tons of Dark Souls. # all games are Dark Souls. Yeah, this is definitely a spicy strain.
Mm-hmm.
So what game is this? What are we watching?
Kingdom Rush Vengeance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's like this whole series of these Kingdom Rush games that this has been playing on game.
God looks very involved.
Is this the tablet version, Lorenzo?
No, I have no idea how to share from tablets, so
this is a Steam version. I
Yeah,
think
this is a
they
Steam
are
version.
filling from the US, right, Manticore?
How much are the
I
games
missed one
on
of these.
Steam? This Kingdom
Well,
Rush.
I'm gonna look up Manticore. I'm gonna have to look at the campaign again because I thought the shipping was from Australia. And okay, I'm gonna definitely look at the campaign. Well, my excuse is I'm streaming right now, so I can't really. I mean, I could pull up the campaign though.
Yeah.
Epic video reveal at 1 million subscribers. Be part of the greatest channel ever. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, maybe someone with a wrench can pull up a link or something.
I'm having problems right now. Just even highlight, I just unhighlighted a message and it's still showing up on screen.
Oh, I get it, man.
And I cleared my cache. I just.
Yeah. I get it.
If they want to put the link in the chat again, I can pull it up, Lorenzo.
Nice. Good man. Good man.
But yeah, I'm not going to fill in my backer information on air, Carol.
No, don't do that.
Victory, and my dragon's maxed out too.
Cool.
Spicy hotcakes all around.
Wow, that didn't take me long to make this to draw that character that Cross is drawing.
Well, that's nice. Yeah.
So Carol's now like, so who is that?
You want to give it a highlight?
I know who. Like one time, what was that guy's name?
Rick Piper. If you don't back it, I don't want secret praises anymore.
From Australia, is it just regular cover?
Okay, so this is the link, Rick.
Yeah, I got the link.
Okay, cool. And welcome, Melinda.
How's it going?
Thanks for joining me. It's always great to see you.
Yeah.
Milan's got an awesome
Yeah.
channel. Check it out.
Oh, cool.
It's I don't. Well, it's $25 Canadian, so it'd probably be less.
So Melinda lives down, like, well, we refer to it as down from here up in Michigan.
Oh, wow.
In Louisiana, she lives down in Louisiana.
Oh, good. That's nice.
I lived there briefly as a kid, not the same area. Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Melinda.
Indiegogo's trying to get me to give them a $1 tip. Jeez.
Like they need tips. No, they don't. Enough
In
the
fact,
shadow
I'm not sure
banning too.
I'm not sure if I know where Melinda lives in Louisiana. But I think it's a different town than where I lived in, because I lived in New Iberia near Lafayette.
I don't know whether it'd be
year.
I don't know whether it'd be cheaper to the States, Lorenzo, but it's got me paying 56 Canadian.
Oh,
Not sure where it's shipping.
Wait, is that
from.
shipping?
With shipping,
what?
yeah.
What's the cost of the shipping?
Oh,
For me, $31.
oh wow.
31, and that's
That's-
Canadian dollar
wow.
dues. Wait,
Compared
dollar dues
to
are the ones from
The
Australia.
U.S. dollars, that's like what, 20, something like that.
Okay.
So probably closer to 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Probably
that's
between
kind
20.
of that's why I thought it was shipping from Australia, because that's
It might be. I don't know,
I see.
because it is saying underneath in Australian dollars. So.
Oh wow.
oh, that's
and,
like 50 cents. I'm just joking. No.
I
No,
wish.
our
probably
money
because
here in the U.S. isn't worth as much as it used to be. That's
No.
for sure.
also probably because the campaign says Adelaide, Australia, for.
Oh,
So I don't know whether they have somebody shipping from the U.S. or not. I think I heard that. But
Yeah.
for me, the only
So-
if they have a digital version, I'll back it. But
Yeah,
I can't afford no $56.
oh boy.
There-
It's a lot of
And
money.
the snowman just eats the guy.
Yeah.
I'll go
Yeah.
back to your game.
Yeah, okay, I didn't realize you
live
can-
near Lake Charles by Texas. Interesting. Yeah, I lived in Texas part of a year, Arlington, in Dallas
Okay.
Fort Worth area.
Yeah,
I
it's right
realize
away.
I'm from Texas, so
Yeah, what happened in the
Oh,
game?
nice.
A skier was coming down this path here. A snowman was chasing him. And when I clicked on the skier, he stopped and the snowman ate him.
Ah, sweet. He's a slushy.
Slushy. But unlike the original Pied Piper, I can speak with a Hispanic accent. Oh, at first I thought it said Rick Piper. It's like, well, hey, I don't know, maybe I've heard Rick speak with different accents on here.
Adventures of Piper.
Who gets that reference from that movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
what movie was that? Nice, Melinda. Hope your weather is good. All is clear in the RGV.
Yeah.
RGV.
I would honestly suggest a digital Manticore. You can get a few sales for that, and it doesn't cost you nothing.
Nice.
Oh, okay, Manticore. So I want to, it sounds like a really cool book. I mean, it looks like a cool book. I know you guys have some really cool ideas. I really enjoy the show. I'm just wondering about the $30 shipping cost.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm just wondering what's causing it to be like. Because usually it's.
I hear you.
I mean, that's maybe about twice as much as I'd expect. But what all? I wonder what all comes with it. Or hey, Timbergini too.
I'd say for $5-6, something like that. I'd be a lot more tempted to.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I'm
especially
trying
when
to
you're
remember how much.
overseas.
I guess shipping can vary a lot, but usually it's like, what's
It
it, like
does.
$10, $15 at the most.
Uh,
I guess it depends on the size of the book too.
it has gone up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
that's
true.
in the state. But especially overseas, if you want to get people doing your stuff, like you guys are printing from us from the States, but some of you are in Australia, so just getting your own copies, it's
Mm.
going to cost. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh God.
that might be like $500. just
Why
You know,
can't these
straight-
pages be made of gold?
just good seeing you, Timbergate. And if anybody, once again, if anybody wants to join, here's the link. But yeah, I'm just curious about it because I thought the cost was because it was based on the shipping cost was because I thought
Right.
shipping from Australia, and it's like okay, that
Yeah.
shipping from the U.S. I'm wondering what's going on.
It's sleeting a little bit over where I am. I was gonna
Yeah.
do some Uber later, but I don't know.
There are very few Australian backers. It's not visible to print. Not viable
viable.
to print here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
again,
this
it's
is-
not viable to print it there and ship it to this U.S. But I'm just like people might want to buy it, or you go to some sort of Comic-Con there. I'm not sure whether
Yeah.
you're trying to get into those.
Oh, that reminds me. I got my pro status. I think I got my pro status
Yeah.
approved for the next 3 years, so I can get to Comic-Con.
what's
okay.
what you're talking about? San Diego Comic-Con? There's a pro
Yeah, the
status.
San Diego Comic-Con. My status is. I do believe my status is now back to pro
I
status.
tell you, it was much easier getting a table at San Diego Comic-Con like 20 plus years ago than it is today.
Yeah, today's prices are expensive and ludicrous. And
Yeah. Plus,
Wait, it's just 28 US with shipping. If it's only if that's the book and the shipping, then that's not a that's not a bad deal for
48 full color
for like
page.
a lot of these for a lot of the books that are crowdfunded. That's not a bad deal at all.
right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
makes me glad I'm trying to do mine.
There are books that are cheaper, but like if it's like say a floppy, but this sounds like it's more like a graphic novel.
Oh,
So that would
Manticore
make
said
so
it's
that
48
would make
pages.
sense.
Yeah, it's like a graphic novel. 48.
Yeah, it's
opinion.
it's not going to be as long as War and Peace, but
I wouldn't say
No.
graphic
it's
novel.
not going to be.
I
as
wouldn't say
long as,
graphic
like,
novel because
it's
that's
not going to be.
too
It's not going to be
floppy.
like one of those 100 page
Oh, God, it's like
EVS
1,000
things
pages.
or whatever. However long blood hunting was. It was
It's like
super
80.
long. So.
It's like 80 pages.
Yeah,
But still,
but
you want
has
wanted
anybody
more.
actually read that?
I did. I've read it. Yeah.
Blood Honey?
Welcome Pastry.
Yeah.
Hey yo, yeah.
It's actually good.
Pastry.
Hey,
I'm
Pastry.
I wasn't feeling the best today, but I ended up feeling well enough to come on, so I'm on.
Welcome.
Hey. Welcome.
Wow, now I can barely hear you. Usually you're like twice as loud as everyone. Now you're like twice as quiet.
That's just quiet.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how loud everyone else is gonna be.
Hmm. No, I think you're good.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Melinda is telling Wolfpack One that it rained yesterday with weather alerts sunshiny today. Typical Louisiana weather. Yeah, Louisiana rains a lot. New Orleans is a fun place to visit, and
Yeah.
a lot of Louisiana is like where I lived in New Iberia near Lafayette. That has a lot of cool Cajun culture. The food is outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
My late grandpa, he used to make fried turkey with Cajun seasonings. Not the like Mrs. Dash or whatever, like
I remember
like
I had
actual like it was like this liquid seasoning that he like had like a gallon milk jug full of that he'd bring up with him. Now we got, okay, so this is starting to make more sense.
I remember having Bananas Foster in Louisiana, New Orleans, when I was like 10 years old. It was so good. It was at a hotel. One of those older hotels. I can't remember which one it was, but I'll never forget it.
Where was this?
In New Orleans, Louisiana.
What'd you have?
I had a Bananas Foster. Have you had that?
No, that sounds like that sounds very sophisticated.
It's well, it's like what's that? Some eggs and some bananas sliced, and put a little bit of oil around and butter, and it flame it up a bit, and it's really good. You have it over a pastry, I think. I can't remember exactly.
Wait
A
a second.
rebel.
Okay, we've got a rebellious pastry right here on the screen.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
it's
gonna
really
pour
good.
sauce
It's
all
really
over me now? Man.
Well,
if you want.
Wolfpack
now you
wants to-
see,
then the same weather here, hot and humid.
Yeah.
Not sure where
Wow.
I'm not sure where Wolfpack lives. Lorenzo, War and Peace. Yeah, it was like best of times and worst of times waiting for Ethan to fulfill that campaign. I decided
Oh my
that
God.
in the
how's
long
that
run,
cross?
That's
and,
gotta be
I'm
tough.
just talking about that first campaign. I didn't.
Oh God,
if,
this
I-
wrecked
if, I,
planet.
if I'm going to
Oh,
buy the second campaign, I'll just buy it on eBay with the.
yeah, I mean, he normally puts everything on eBay anyway.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
hey, Lorenzo, switch it back for a bit.
get whenever he prints
Wrecked planet.
Rick Planet. Yeah, it's possible I could get it on eBay.
I paid like 2 executive boxes during like COVID, and 2
Wow.
of them because it's so much in there. Everything's new something almost every month, and once it reaches a certain level, adds something new to the executive honey box. I'm
I
like,
think
oh,
that's
thank
what
goodness.
the deal is with some of these campaigns is the creator. You remember Critias? Like he just added more. It was like his first campaign, and he added more.
I
and more
backed
and more
that.
stuff.
I backed Detective Dead. I really did. I really
I'm
wanted
pretty
that
sure
book.
I did as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I wanted to, but I never did.
Well,
I
good
was
for
in
you.
New Iberia a couple
So,
of years ago.
so I think I'm
hiding
glad
from a
I didn't.
hurricane. Wow.
I wish he will fulfill it. I really do. I hope the best for him. I hope he really does do that and not piss off a lot of fans like he did when he did it.
Yeah. Hey, Lorenzo, could you switch it back for a bit?
Hold on a second. War and Peace does give you wisdom because you're technically a whole
A
6
whole 6
months
months
older when you finished it. Laugh out loud. And I'm
6 months.
trying to highlight Jelly's comment, but I'm having a really hard time. I might have to restart my computer or something.
Oh wow.
no.
Weird, because this is not working now very well. I just cleared my cache.
Well,
a
as
few
long
minutes.
as we stay in it, it'll stay active. So he'll probably take like a couple minutes to Lorenzo himself.
I'm in the
Lorenzo
northwest
himself.
Indiana. If you don't like the weather here, don't worry, it'll change. Yeah, wait till we say
It's
that
Texas weather.
Michigan, like you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
It's
thought
wait,
that was Colorado.
it's wait 5 seconds here.
That's called. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, there's that saying. I looked it up online, and there's different variants of it, and it seems like it's a phrase that people use all over, all over the U.S. Maybe in Canada, other countries as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially here in southern Ontario.
So,
Okay, so this is Rick's.
this is whatever Cross is drawing.
This is Jack Rabbit from the Metals, X Dynamis Chaos. One of his.
I
big-
like her.
And this is Rick's drawing, and this is
Text drawing.
yeah. I didn't realize you were
Tek'l
drawing.
hasn't even
Else I would have
finished
actually
with ink.
focused on you.
Wow.
You're
And that's
drawing.
because I took it from a little itty bitty picture I could barely see.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
I can't. I didn't. I would have highlighted you as you were drawing this. Had I
I told
known
you I
you
was
were.
doing it.
Yeah, I remember he specifically said he was going to do it.
Yeah, you did
I
say
said
you
I
were
was gonna
doing.
do
I'm
it, and I
sorry.
did it.
He did, did
This
he?
is why I say it'd be helpful to delegate some of the stuff because I'm trying to read chat.
You're it's tough, man. It really is.
Yeah. I did the X Dynamis Chaos thing, and I did
Oh.
the metal. I did the metal.
The character of the metal.
Yes.
Okay, I was about to
Metal.
say, it's like she does. She
Metal.
does heavy metal music now. Sorry.
Heavy metal.
I just
Metal.
put a link in the chat as Lorenzo highlighted for the metal site.
Just hold on a
Tells you
second.
about
Say it with me.
Well, is this the Jilly D
Banana.
from now on? When people ask how the weather is for you, response of yes, it's acceptable.
Cold.
Right. I'm a
Oh,
lizard.
What
What do
did,
I know?
what did Jilly D say that led to that? Okay.
Cold.
Oh,
I'm
that's
only
it's
a
if you don't like the
lizard.
weather, wait 10 minutes or I guess that's how I phrased it.
Yeah.
If you don't like the weather where I'm currently at, you might as well take your bags and move.
Good luck.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, can you switch off for me for a sec? No, save this.
It's gonna take
Now for the boss battle.
Nothing can happen quickly on here.
Oh, give,
I'm gonna
yeah.
try to
Yeah.
tie like Geass, but I'm having a hard time with this. Computer's slowing. It's really slow today.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you want to submit that to Metal, he's going to be putting a collage of everybody who submits one up on the top of his website.
Mm-hmm.
Is this his website right here that I have highlighted?
Yeah, it is.
I'm kind of curious to
Stand
What was the
up.
name of the
how
character?
many duplicates?
Yes.
How many duplicates?
Jackrabbit?
I'm gonna get.
Oh, Jackrabbit. Okay.
I'm kind of curious to see.
Jackrabbit.
Pastry, can you raise your volume because nobody can tell that you're talking? I could tell,
I
but
can
people.
barely hear you.
All right. Does this? I keep on forgetting what's higher and what's lower with my mic.
Hey, Bianca fights zombies. I saw Bianca Zombie in the chat earlier.
Yeah. What a name.
That's your other account.
That's
Good to
pretty
see
cool.
you. Either way, so
Hey, Jedediah Gaming.
Yeah.
Am I louder or am I the same?
seems the same to me.
Same.
Yeah.
How does one upper their volume through what do you call it? StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see here.
Probably go into settings. and
Oh,
then
mic
audio.
volume.
Mic volume. Yeah, there you go.
Jay,
Yeah.
that.
Oh, hey,
Sorry.
Jedediah Gaming. Good to see you. Hello,
Oh, man.
Lorenzo. Hey, everyone. What's your
Jedediah.
main goals as human being, and according to your
According to
belief?
our
Do
belief.
you believe in God?
Mm.
Well, it's a heavy conversation.
It
It's
is.
I'm a lizard man.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
I do believe in God, but I'm in dialogue with humans. It's mostly humans on the panel
Yeah.
today, I think.
Yeah.
I'm a cartoon character mostly.
Oh, is this the PC version? Yeah, it's the Steam version.
It is.
Here's
Victory!
Victory
More
of
as
our
I- as
legend.
I
New
move
achievement,
away-
more than a legend.
More than a
Here's,
legend.
This is probably going to. I was expecting some.
Unfortunately, I missed that because I.
No worries.
I
No
don't
worries.
Oh my gosh! I thought
It's
it
so
was a mobile
stressful,
version. Well, there is a mobile version, but
Yeah.
It's so stressful to host this show. I understand, Lorenzo.
Yeah. Just
well, what I'm
relax.
trying to
It's
do
fine.
is I'd like to delegate to different people, but the problem is, like, if I set it in StreamYard so that Daniel could from Tech Corner could highlight the chat. Well,
Oh, shit.
he's drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he might only
Well,
highlight
Geass,
on chat.
yeah.
Well, I technically could switch that. I mean, I just finished that entire side quest section. That was the last one in that particular rung of it. I mean, and it's technically easier for me with this tower defense style gameplay for me to switch between. Like, I could go to StreamYard for a second to switch between the feeds if I
Yeah.
have any idea how to do that.
I'm gonna exit the stream, and I'm deputizing Tech to keep the fort down.
Yeah.
I'm batting
Tech,
everybody.
Tech and
Oh
Geass.
no!
Ba-
Thank
Tech and
goodness,
Geass, you can fight as far as who's
thank
been
goodness.
deputized because you both been like the
Maybe
Well,
before you
the
go,
show
Lorenzo.
going when on a few occasions.
Mm.
I've
Uh,
always
every
joked
question, beg your
about
pardon. I'm not offended.
Lorenzo left. Who's the I've joked about it. I'm like, who's the who's in charge? Ha ha ha.
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
Kala.
Well, that's fine if you're. Yeah, I show up late to
I was
streams all the time.
fashionably late too,
I'll-
so
I'll-
there.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll count to see whether you are back in a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's countdown now. Mm.
Okay.
The
So
60
if
second
supposedly leaving the
countdown.
studio,
Seven.
they're
And he left it
not
on the
letting me
mobile
leave
game.
the
That's what
studio.
I was about to say. Like, and he left it on the mobile game. I mean,
It's back so
game.
soon.
that was more than a minute. That was less than a minute.
Oh wow, that was. I'm impressed.
No,
Log that down for the rule books.
actually, I was working on my comment. I was gonna put on a subscribe star. I actually decided to name one of the characters after Pastry, so the character's name is Pastry. The idea is to have a joke because the character's a robot or an android, and so the main character's getting confused. Wait, your name is Pastry? Yes, my name is Pastry. Why would they name her? Why would they name their kid Pastry? Because the idea is Miss Wonder is from, it's like she was born in in the early before World War II. So she was 20 in World War II.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm fresh cut gas.
So she has no idea that technology has progressed to the point where androids are a thing. So she's like, why did your parents name you Pastry? So I thought it would be something funny.
So are you gonna base it? Are you gonna base it off of my character? Or
No, I drew it something different just to avoid issues.
Yeah.
It's just a name, and not to put give you a yay or nay. But I figured it would be kind of something funny,
Yeah. And it's also kind of a joke because I've always said I'm a genderless being.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
yeah.
I mean, it's doing it without being malicious about it. I mean, there's a way to introduce ideas without beating somebody over the head with it.
Right.
Because that's what I see with a lot of mainstream comic stuff is that they introduce stuff, but they're so hard beating people over the head with it that it turns people off.
Right.
And it's like I honestly, technically that's probably what the whole woke thing means, I guess, to some people. It's just that they introduce an idea, but they do it so hard that it turns people off.
I hate the W word with all my heart and soul.
I understand that, but I can't find something different to call it, and without and
that's what it is.
But the thing is like trying to introduce characters and ideas and what have you without beating somebody over the head. It's kind of hard to do, and so I noticed that this is the failure of a lot of writers when they're trying to introduce characters and concepts. Is that they introduce this idea, but they fail at it so hard that it comes off unproductive. You know what I mean?
Well, they also put too much of themselves into the character, which is not really required.
Unless it's a self-insert.
Yeah,
right. Exactly. Yeah.
The problem is you really can't tell which is the self-insert because, and he returns.
Yeah.
Di Lorenzo.
And then now I can't. Yeah, things are slow showing up on the screen today.
No one. Okay.
Anyway, Taka, I sent you a video about fresh cut grass.
Oh, nice rabbit face. Look at that.
Would you like some more pictures, Tech?
What?
Wait, so y'all are doing the same character?
Yes. I'm just doing it because I want to.
Yeah, I don't think Tech didn't know that there was other characters to choose from. He just saw me drawing it and more coloring it.
Well, right now I'm inking it. Well, you're coloring it. I'm inking it. I'm just being me. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
There you
saying,
go.
you didn't know there was an event going on through X Dynamite Chaos, and you
yeah.
didn't know there was more characters. You just saw me coloring, and you thought, maybe I'll draw this character.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Interesting.
And then but yeah, like I was saying, like I was saying, I mean, I'm introducing the Android pastry but it doesn't look like pastry before anybody asks, and because pastry already asked that question, and
Yes, they did.
and so it's just me poking fun without without trying to be mean or whatever. Because like I said, the idea is the characters like she has no idea she's in the future or in the present, our present, but the technology has progressed to the point with our androids and stuff like that. And so she's like, why would your parents name you pastry? Why would they do it? It's kind of a remember the Johnny Cash song about Sue, a boy named Sue or a kid named Sue or
Oh
something like
yeah,
that?
yeah. Boy needs
Kind of like that. Like, why would you do that? Why would they do that?
Are you gonna have
So
like your character have like similar characteristics to mine?
Hang on, let me pull it up. Let me save this right quick.
so Wolfpack one had responded to Jedediah Gaming. I think he apologized for asking about like if I believed in God, which it was nothing to apologize for. I don't.
Right.
Oh,
I
you're not offending
like
anybody, I
question,
think.
and I do, but no problem at all. That is the oldest question known to man.
Yeah,
So
let me
the
find
topic tends to come up around from time
What's
to
the oldest
time.
question known to man?
If you believe in God,
Oh,
I
not
don't
a
think it's the
not
oldest, but
not a problem asking if
Hey guys, I'm
the
gonna have
way
to
I see
bail.
it.
I'm gonna have to get going here, but thanks
Okay.
for having me on for just a little bit.
Yeah,
Thought I'd say
thanks for
hello.
coming on Apex. Are
Yeah.
you streaming tonight?
hi.
That's
Think about 3 a.m. Stream. It's gonna be very late and
Wow.
early morning. So
I'm
yeah,
glad you were able to join this week. I know usually you're preoccupied.
I'm like busy. I've been doing this Uber thing for a little bit, trying to pay some bills off and stuff. So
Interesting, Uber.
if you like to support my mini comics, I got Apex Golden Age as an example of Madam X. It's a 32 page mini comic plus
And you
Nikolai
draw the
Star.
traditional way?
Yeah, I'm all traditionalist Nikolai Star here. This is the old Apex
Wow.
Graphics logo from the 90s.
Yeah, I like your
And
logos as well. Like I was talking
and then
about Rex has a guy who draws logos for him. He was saying
yeah, it's
does an
Nikolai
excellent
Star.
job, and you do an excellent job as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So do you draw your own logos?
Yep. Hand
Awesome.
drawn, everything hand drawn. I haven't used it.
Oh, that,
I know I use computer, but I'm not really into the digital thing. I like it hands on the paper and stuff. And also the Apex Comics Cavalcade Ashcan, 20 pages. There's cover to cover.
awesome.
Nice.
And this is on an actual website people can get this from?
I'll have to put the link in, but it's PayPal .me/Apex Graphics right
Awesome.
here. Yeah. So I'll put
Oh.
that in the chat.
Oh, sorry. I was highlighting something. What's that again? That you were showing should be something.
Oh.
what you were just
You
showing.
show us?
Could you show it again? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Wow. Yeah, thanks for showing that again.
That's my channel. That's me. Yeah. Switch over.
I always like to have like different like screenshots and stuff that I can use after stream is done. We can,
Yeah, be like going,
show some of the different art on
hey,
here.
look. You're like, yeah.
Awesome.
Or yeah, look.
And she's blue.
Yeah.
Is she blue?
It's a
She's
blue
yellow.
it's a land shark. Yeah. She's flesh tone. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, there's one up that's yellow. There.
Yeah, it's like it's a head mask. It's Snowman.
Oh.
Flagman, Snowman, Flash Guard, the guy with the beam, Captain Freedom, and some chick from T-Rex Fighter. I don't have a name for her. And then
There's even a snowman?
yeah, there's an Executor right here, and this is the land shark, the big blue guy. Yeah, Snowman is right here, the guy with the yellow head with the snow all around him. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty well.
Well, thanks for showing us that.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
feel free to plug that in. And,
Type in the
post
chat. Find it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Friends found that Battlefield 2042 was more than 1,000
Bugs when played.
when played. Yeah, delete your cookie. Yeah,
Yeah, deleting
I
his
don't
cookies
even
was
have. I
deleted.
deleted my cookies before I even streamed, and I don't have very many cookies.
yes,
What
delete your
happened
cookies.
was I restarted my laptop, which with the Chromebook is surprisingly fast.
Wow.
It's almost instantaneous.
I'm surprised you haven't crashed the thing on air before. Like streaming on a Chromebook, I'm surprised you haven't crashed the thing.
Well, what I did was the reason I got the Chromebook is people were complaining that and for good reason YouTube decided we're not going to let people stream from their phones, and unless they could go on other people's streams, but they couldn't. I think they couldn't stream. Maybe it was with Google Hangouts or something. It was a long time ago. And
they
unless you had like
Google Hangouts.
over a certain number of subs or
It's
something
1K.
stupid like that. So what I did is I've tried to figure out, okay, can I get just like a $250 computer, something that's cheaper than a lot of phones even, and stream off of it. And I can, sort of. Battlefield hasn't been fun for me since Battlefield 3 or 4. I'm sorry to hear that, Wolfpack 1.
Oh no.
I'm afraid that the issues fix it, but players already gone. Oh, hey, Orc War Chief, welcome.
Okay.
All this talk about pastry making me crave sweets.
Is Orc or Chief the one that have said interesting stories?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Did you boys hear Wizards of the Coast stock just dropped by 29%? No.
What? Oh, because it's
Yeah.
the W word.
Yeah,
Yeah, that non-PC, right? Is that what they say also? Yeah.
Huh. One of the oldest, not the point. Huh. I wonder what.
Is Orc Chief hopping on air tonight?
That's a good question. With all these rabbits, will he be hopping on?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Well, Lorenzo hopped on Crossies a few nights ago.
Yeah, I rarely go on other people's streams anymore. Due to health issues, but I just happen to have some energy and be feeling a little bit better.
And I asked you a question.
Yeah, it was a question that was so complicated. It was probably not. For me to try to type it up with my dyslexia and stuff. Have people understand?
Yeah.
Being dyslexic and on the spectrum.
That's hard. Man.
Yeah.
So I figured, well, okay, it's going to be, I go on stream, and it's confusing when I try to explain things verbally, but I think it would have been even more confusing in print. There would have been all sorts of typos and whatever.
Oh man,
I don't even remember what your question was.
Oh yeah, I was like asking about this show.
Okay, what's up?
I was asking about this show and what you're planning on to do with like the panelists and whatnot.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was planning on reducing the number of panels, but that didn't work out this week. So this right here is Cross Comics. Jelly D's asking fan comics, or is that original works? This is.
I'm working on an original comic.
No, I think Jilly D was probably asking about Apex's stuff.
Oh, yeah, I think that's an original.
Oh,
comic.
Apex.
They're original. Yes, they are original. Yeah, I came up with those stories and art. Everything's original.
Yeah, this right here is a fan
right.
for this. Right here is Cross Comics Rick's, fan art for. And this right here is Daniel from the Tech Corners drawing a comic for.
Oh yeah,
is this for someone else, the client?
Okay, this is from my comic, but what I was trying to do, I was trying to show this character to Pastry. So this is Pastry.
Well, I was going to go to Apex for a second.
Okay.
And the Apex Comics is logo I'm highlighting.
That's
This
cool.
is her.
Oh, yeah.
You should angle it more like it's a like the Star Wars.
Oh,
does it,
wait
where
a
it's
second.
angled.
So the comic book that was being shown off, this is by
Yeah.
Apex Comics. That was original art.
Absolutely.
And Tech, I DM'd you those pictures on Twitter for the.
Oh, okay.
And Tech, what were you saying? I'm so sorry.
Okay, so so in this world, androids exist in the present, and this is an android that shows up to assist Miss Wonders as she wakes up from her time travel dilemma. So the character's name is Pastry. So this is after our panelists here, and then so the idea was to have a bit of a joke where she's asking Pastry its name, and Pastry's like, Pastry, who would name the kid Pastry? It's kind of a joke. Kind of a joke.
What is
little
Pastry in
gotcha.
this? What is Pastry in this?
I'm an it in the.
Yeah, why is Pastry? So that is actually the gender neutral pronoun from Old English. But
that's more so the idea is that
it's typically pretty considered rude to refer to someone as an it.
But then again,
but
but here's the thing, Lorenzo. If someone has it in their pronoun set, it is okay.
Are there people who go?
Put some butter on it.
Is it okay to say it? Do people have? I mean, is there people who use that?
Oh, hey, calm down. We
No,
don't
Pastry.
need
Is there? Wait a second. I've seen Pastry. Are there people who use it as a pronoun?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that. I actually like that. I was looking up the word maiden. Used to be like it used to be it was gender neutral, even though the word maiden applied to girls in English, like das, like in German there's das Mädchen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That's actually linguistically like neutral. It's not male or female.
I'd slap someone across the face if they called me a maiden.
That's kind of an old school
Pastry.
In any case, as I was trying to say, because I got cut off, the idea is that to tell androids apart from regular people is that they have like these two dots under their eyes or by their cheeks, which is why you see the two circles on there. So this one is wearing a hairband and kind of,
You're lucky anime done that first, or that crazy son of a bitch who did the Indigo Prophecy would lose his shit.
For
the guy who did Indigo Prophecy, Beyond Human, Heavy Rain.
Oh,
that crazy son of a bitch. He's notorious for suing as well. But luckily, anime's done it first, so you're fine.
So, Techie, I have a question.
Okay, hold on a second. I wanted to. We got a gazillion chats now. That looks like done in very well quality. Says Wolfpack 1. Paper looks thick. Is that just the cover weight, or is that the same paper the whole way through? I wonder if that was. Wow,
that's for
we're way
Apex.
behind comics. It was for Apex Comics. Well, that's an Apex PayPal. Yep, there are so many options for a budget nowadays. Even a cheap laptop from a pawn shop can run most ROMs and art software. Interesting. Okay, so I'm dyslexic. Jilly D, I put the sexy in dyslexic. Indeed, you do. Okay, Apex Comics, please sub to Apex Comics. Yeah, check out his YouTube channel. It's a good channel. I sub to his channel. Original works, everyone I see, nice.
So
nice. I blame the lizard people, says Slim Nim. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, you do, Julie. Just trying to get caught up because we're way
No
behind.
problem.
Yo says Wolfpack 1. Laugh out loud. Highest Simlim. Yeah, good to see you, Simlim. Laugh out loud says Carla. Later, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Manicore must have left a few minutes ago. Good seeing you, Manicore. Thanks for stopping by. He's hello, Slim. Okay, people might be back later. That'd be cool. I hope he comes back. Elkin Slice, hello. Good to see you. And saying hi to Carla, saying hi to Chad Milton. Good to see Chad as well. People are saying goodbye to each other. How's it going? Calling oneself, it seems sad. It is a thing. People. It's actually well. It's actually.
Well, I call the
It has
Android.
been used. So people. Sometimes I've heard like infants and young children maybe referred to as it.
Well,
Yeah, but that's
we're
I
usually
talking
don't
when
hear.
people
I don't
don't know the
typically hear it
sex.
used of people, but I guess there's some people who identify as it.
I
That
know.
might be. I
I
think
know
it might
somebody.
work out better in English than like say something like Zer or something completely new, because it's really hard to get people to accept.
I'd honestly go by Zer. I honestly would go by Zer, but they is my preferred. Like out of everything, they is what I'd prefer the most.
Is it okay to just call you pastry? Because
Yeah.
okay,
Just
that makes
remember,
it easier.
remember, just the name is a valid pronoun.
Okay.
No, a name is not a pronoun.
Oh,
A
then
name
a
is a
proper
noun.
noun. It's a proper noun, right?
There's
Yeah.
legit people who say don't use pronouns, just use my name.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
well,
that
that's
works
it right there.
for me.
Okay, that's it right there.
So I'm almost caught up. So
Move on.
So is like in the present, like inside a present at a birthday party, is what matters to me. I will accept whatever he chooses. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
I just had a ham sandwich. Good
Good for you,
vibe.
Chad.
That's what's
Dyslexic.
dyslexic? Yeah, what is dyslexic? Hey, Pale Rider, awesome to see. Good seeing you. Oh, it's awesome to see you. Hello, what? I'm not even gonna read the rest of that.
What's
DJ
cooking?
Ronnie, she's back. What's cooking? I was just having a fight with
OG Xbox Drive.
OG Xbox Drive. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading, listening.
Back in the
along now?
1700s.
Back in the 1700s, you called your baby it because you didn't want to get attached due to the high infant mortality rates. There were high infant mortality rates, but never heard that. Wow.
I've never heard that
I don't
either.
know if
I've
it's
never heard
true,
that either.
but it sounded good. Wolfpack says
It is certain numbers and letters get jumbled next to each other, and it is the most basic answer. But I'm sure there is a better medical explanation that I don't have the expertise in. I think I might have. I think I'm slightly dyslexic myself, but it was numbers instead of letters.
well, that can happen too. I think I have problems with both.
Because I will literally fuck up numbers sometimes. It's like, okay, that shouldn't have happened, but it happened.
So, any
Jeff Carroll says hookers who brought the hose. Almost caught up. Sorry, Master Geass sent his link. Check out the channel. Says thanks, Wolfpack. I think that happened to me sometimes. DJ
I'm giving you 3 more, Lorenzo.
Pale Rider says, bitch is crazy.
Okay, move on.
Is a ham sandwich. Laugh aloud. Who brought gardening into this? Yeah, that's a good question. I identify as an attack. I'm not finishing the sentence.
Yeah, we'll leave that.
In
any case,
I'm sorry.
In any case,
so what has been
Rebel had a
going
question.
on the information here?
I forgot what I was gonna say. Gee, thanks.
I was gonna
sorry.
ask what Pastry's question was.
I forgot.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Thanks, Lorenzo.
Sorry.
All right. So
Okay, Mark.
I was like 20 minutes behind in the chat.
yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, what has been discussed with the D&D, the new interesting stuff with D&D, the fact that the stocks have just dropped by 29%.
So
I didn't even know that
anything
happened.
about this. You seem to be the resident D&D expert.
According to people saying, well, actually, the funny thing is they're not really saying the stocks have dropped, but they're making the references. Oh, it's dropped. They're trying to kind of hiding it right now, but it looks like Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast have had a huge drop off since the whole bullshit with the open D&D. And there's been some new added stuff with a individual, which I don't know how much I can say, but it's been online for a while, basically saying certain individuals of a certain ethnic minority or majority, depending on how you feel about it, can't leave the game fast enough. So, wow.
Are you talking about orcs?
No, I'm talking
Orcs are
about
leaving
white
in
people.
Oh.
Mass hysteria. Dogs and cats and dogs
Well,
living together.
what's going on is what's going on. Yeah, these corporations are, when they're presenting themselves as being, as being inclusive, but
Can I be a little candid?
I don't think they really are. Like, what I remember them actually saying was like, didn't they actually say that? We need to make the math from the game because it scares away women. Didn't Hasbro actually say that?
That actually got said too.
Yeah. So I mean, they're actually being chauvinistic. They're actually being sexist and racist, and perhaps even homophobic. By my definitions, I'm not saying I need to qualify things so they don't sue me.
This is fascinating for me as a player of Dungeons and Dragons because look, when I'm saying it once, I said it again. D&D is probably, I would even go as far as saying, more than Magic the Gathering. Dungeons and Dragons has been one of the most diverse thing I have ever played. And what I mean is that, yeah, sure, the stories are true about, a bunch of white guys down in the basement playing D&D. And the women aren't there. There are groups like that. But I've also played university games where I've had someone come up to me who's like from Kenya. Hey, what's this thing you're playing? Oh, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. You want to sit down and play? I don't know how to play. It seems complicated. No. We'll give you a character.
I'm sure about that. The accent's a little bit sus, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
No, like it was like I had rich people next to poor people. I had a transgender player years ago. Didn't turn out good, but we had one.
What? Gee, I wonder why.
No, that was that person. That person was a hardcore Catholic, and she believed what we were doing was sacrilegious with the yeah.
Yeah, didn't you just play like a song from a CD or something, and she thought it was satanic?
Yeah, she heard it. Yeah.
What? Okay, my mind's kind of breaking here. You said a Catholic transgender.
Yes.
You can still be religious.
That apparently exists. I don't know what to say to you on the matter, but yes, this was an individual who called herself a born-again Catholic, and I'm using her proper pronouns because she referred to herself as a her.
Born-again Catholic. Wow.
How?
And she said to us when I was doing my stuff, because I was running some Japanese music, so it was these girls singing in this beautiful Japanese, old Japanese language, like the old stuff. And she was just like, apparently she was doing the sign of the cross. I didn't notice because I'm looking at like 5 different people. She was doing the sign of the cross the entire time I was doing that. And then she apparently went to the bathroom Then she said, I have to go, and left and never came back to the table.
I usually say I have to go, and then I go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Not
no,
there, I
she
leave the table.
yeah.
She just straight up ghost your asses without even.
Yeah, she ghosted us, and a lot of us were just sitting there going, what the fuck just happened? And then we find out later that this individual had felt that I was doing demon worshipping by having this. Yeah.
Just wait until she goes to Japan.
I mean,
Well, she had no interest in Japanese anything from what I got the vibe from.
Okay.
But she was rather aggressive towards the scenario. It was abnormal. I felt bad that later on someone beat the fuck out of her, but that was I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was about. I've heard two conflicting things. I heard she was that she had decided to pick a fight with someone because of something else. She had said she got drunk and picked a fight. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
But how truthful is that?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my mind is completely breaking here. Catholic.
Think of how I feel every week.
No. Catholic trans person that drinks.
Actually,
How does that
A lot
work?
of Catholics.
I don't know. I mean, I think
unfortunately-
Catholics can drink. I don't know where you got that from.
we can drink.
Yeah.
I'm Catholic.
yeah,
It's just like, but I don't take this. I don't take that stuff seriously as much as the next person. Even my mom, who's
You do know beer drinkers and people who have had who like the alcohol, including Catholics, have gone to riots over not being allowed to drink.
Mardi Gras is a Catholic holiday where
fact,
people where in the New Orleans version, women show their chests too.
Yeah.
Well,
That's not probably approved by the church, but like here's
I was-
women flashing people. And us people.
I was gonna-
we're probably frying pastry brain right now.
Okay,
so-
I was gonna say two things to all this. One, Catholics do communion with actual wine pastry,
Mhm.
Oh.
and the other thing is that it's no different than Catholic mobsters, which was
Yeah,
mobsters are.
No, we're gonna get canceled by the Catholic League or whatever they.
Yeah, no, this
Wait,
individual.
but hold up.
Because I do believe Al Capone is Catholic. I do believe.
Wait, I thought Catholics had problems against
that?
transgender people.
That is only certain sects. That's not every sect that believes in it. And I believe every religion has their right to believe what they want to believe, as long as they don't affect other individuals.
Okay,
That you have to have an
Danny
honest.
That corner
on that.
has
Okay, let me
it's
put it.
Catholic, but it has a transgender character,
Okay.
right?
Let me put it to you this way, pastry. There is a I think it's a Catholic section. No, I think it's a Protestant. They believe because I am left-handed, I'm automatically going to hell. No buts, no ifs, no ands, no hows, no maybes, no what ifs. I am left-handed. I could cure cancer for all everybody cares.
Yeah, there
I'll
are
still
some
go to hell.
extreme groups. Like there's a famous story about them trying to resurrect a baby in a certain church.
Show turned into.
I've studied Catholicism. I have studied
Oh, no,
Catholicism
that's
for
fine. I
a
just
large
thing.
time, long time in life. But this was
I
a
was just gonna say
horrible.
that was it.
Please like and share the stream if you find this interesting.
No. I mean, because I was in high school and I was explaining this to my ex, well, soon to be ex at that time, and my friend at the time, he was explaining to her why I was gonna go to hell for being left-handed, because we were talking about this. And
You know,
she's like,
the word
why would you go to hell
sinister
for being
comes from
left-handed?
left.
Yeah,
The word sinister literally means left.
yeah.
And then think about right. Well, this is the right thing to do.
Well,
I think
that's also
right
the
hand,
first
like, right is
sign of a
incorrect.
sorcerer. The first sign of a sorcerer is being right-handed. Like if I was, for example, if
Really?
you have blue eyes and blonde hair and you're left-handed, you are a sorcerer. You could be you have all the steps.
Right-handed.
Left-handed. Sorry, I apologize. I said right-handed, didn't I?
What if you're like a
left-handed.
left-handed?
Yeah, left-handed. Sorry. Yeah,
What
I
if
said
you're
yeah,
a
left-handed.
left-handed unicyclist?
Then you most likely need to get beaten up and have your stuff taken from you.
Oh no,
Ow!
that's not. We
That's
we
pretty
at
sweet, but all right.
the Sleestakians show do not
We
advocate.
do not promote violence.
I do promote. I
Biggest
do
left-handed
promote violence
unicyclist
over unicyclists. They deserve all the violence in the world. Thank you.
Are you unicyclists? Would they be considered a minority? Because hardly anybody's a unicyclist.
We're not going to get to that. Like,
Yeah,
that's probably beyond
taking
the
it
scope of
down.
this conversation.
Yeah, but this individual, I've had all walks of life in D&D. So the idea that they're telling white people that they need to leave is, yeah, no, seriously. In Dungeons and Dragons, they are telling white people that they need to leave D&D. Well, at least one of the heads of Dungeons and Dragons is outright saying this, and this is why. Go ahead.
Yeah, white people created D&D, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yes, it was a bunch of white guys. A bunch of white Catholics, actually, if you really want to get into it.
Oh yeah, that's the
Really?
funny part is that D&D was made by Catholics, and I'm like,
Gary
Tolkien was a
Gygax.
Catholic too.
They were all Catholics. Everyone that was, every one of them was they went to church together, for fuck's sakes.
But I'm talking about like the Lord of the Rings. That was Catholic.
yeah,
And then the C.S. Lewis with Narnia. That was Anglican, Church of England Episcopalian.
No, he was
That's
a
what we call it in
he was a
America.
true Catholic. He believed in God in every facet,
Well,
in every way.
Tolkien.
Yeah, well, both of them, Tolkien
C.S.
and
Lewis was Church of England, but very,
I'm certain he was Catholic. That I might be wrong, but
Well, what's his name? Didn't believe at first. He Tolkien from
yeah,
him
Tolkien
to,
had to work on that dude.
Yeah,
I
Lewis.
believe it because I believe the guy.
Oh, yeah, he was
Carl
an
Lewis
atheist
was
for a
an
while.
atheist before that. You know.
Oh yeah. I think Tolkien was an atheist for a while, but I think he was a Catholic when he was designing Lord of the Rings. I mean,
Yeah, he was.
No, I meant
we're
C.S.
talking about
C.S.
C. Lewis.
Lewis.
Oh, C.S.
Yeah.
Lewis. Oh, C.S. Lewis was an
Yeah,
atheist.
he was.
Jelly D always wanted to play D&D, but never had friends to play with. Looks like a lot of fun.
The funny thing is we play D&D, and our DM was a gay man, and none of us cared. The thing is,
Yeah,
the
Catholic.
funny thing is,
The
funny thing is that when he came out, we were like, okay, because the thing is that the more you try to hide it, the more it becomes obvious. So he was trying to hide it so hard, we kind of was like, I think he's gay.
I believe
Yeah.
the most funniest one was when we had I actually had someone come out in game that he was gay. We all looked at him and went, "Well, duh." And he's like, and the only person that was offended by it was the female player because she had spent a lot of time trying to get in his pants. So that was the player. That was the player. No, that was great because that was the player that ended up leaving. She quit that day. After that, she was so embarrassed by what happened, she couldn't show up, and she never showed up again.
Wow.
That's funny.
So,
But
back to the Catholic thing. Catholics has the wine, says Jelly D.
Yeah.
It's because all these religions are different for each individual and household. There is level 1 religious family, and there are level 9,999 families. There
No,
are
religion
many who say they are Catholic, Christian, or whatever, but it's mostly done on a tradition, and many don't necessarily truly believe. You got good point, Wolfpack. I've got to get going. Thanks for being in the stream. Being in the chat. Good stream, Lorenzo. Well, thanks. I appreciate you.
Wait till you find
And
out.
then have a good night, guys. Have a good night too. Carol.
Yeah.
And wait till you find out about transgender Mormons. Oh yeah, I've been.
I will not discuss that.
Been listening to a lot of Mormon podcasts lately.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
will not.
White people crazy. Oh, they're talking about D&D. She's talking.
Yep.
Yeah, Jelly D's talking about D&D. Our
Poor
girl
girl
has
no gaydar.
gaydar.
No, it's again, as I said,
A lot of women don't have gaydar. Like let's be honest.
or they have broken gaydars because.
Oh yeah, it's broken gaydar because I've run into that too many times to lose. It's lost count on that one.
Yeah, no, because there was this one lady who thought my friend was gay. I'm like, he's married. He has a wife.
Mhm.
Well, here that don't mean anything
Yeah.
though, because this could be a closeted gay man.
No, that's also that also reverse happens all the time where you have men who choose the gay life, and then I have a friend of mine who did that, and he chose to be gay for years. No, seriously, he chose to be gay for years, and then one day, he found a woman that he really found attractive, and straight ever since.
Isn't that
That sounds like bisexual.
It sounds
This
like
guy is sexual.
or pansexual.
Well, no, he still says the reason he felt like he was a gay man was because of, he felt like he partially was pressured. Because
The reason he thought he was a gay man was because he enjoyed pleasure.
he felt like he was pressured. I'm not. He felt like because there were a lot of people that his brother was gay, his mother was like completely in the situation where she was, I think both my boys are gay.
Oh, that doesn't help.
And that's what did it. That's what put him in that bad way, and it really did affect him for a long time. He had a really rough. Like, it really did mess him up for years because of the way she treated him. Because she liked it that, she loved it. Her boys were gay. Like, I hate to say it, you got to watch out for the Karen community more than any other community.
No.
The Karen community. What's that?
The Karen?
Oh, the Karen community.
Oh, I thought you said Karen. And it's like, are there
Yeah, Karen.
community of people who identify?
Karen.
So we got like a pastry community. Do we have a carrot community?
No. Pastry communities, it seems to be okay. The Karen community does not. These are,
But
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You've been in my chat, Lorenzo. You can tell me how my fans are.
Yeah, no, they seem to be fine. Like, but
It
no,
seemed to be it seemed to be pretty mellow.
Yeah, pretty mellow on the matter. I've seen your chat a couple times. It's not like it's a, but no, like I said, it was.
It's not like Lorenzo's chat where it gets completely.
Where everything just goes crazy after a while.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to figure out how did we get from point A to point B.
But I
Like if I knew
love you guys,
we were gonna step into this chat.
platonically, but it is kind of.
So the Karen community, for those that don't know what a Karen community is, that these are the
Yeah, I know.
individuals.
Take me to
I
your
thought you said
manager. Take me
Yeah.
to your manager.
I know you're talking about the carrot head community.
Well-
Because this woman was a Karen on the epic levels. Like the way she treated the way she treated her two boys, it was bad, and it was just rough. And like I said, when he got out of her reign, out of her shadow, he switched from who he was. Like instantly.
Now, I don't understand that. Here's the thing. Whenever something like that happens, it normally happens the other way. Like
No, it doesn't. You'd be surprised how often I've met people that literally were told, I would really like it if you were a girl. Here's a dress.
Yeah.
That
You know what it is? You know what
that.
it is? It's your witchcraft. You're practicing this Japanese witchcraft. That's
practicing. Yeah, it's all my fault. I keep making everyone
it's
gay,
your
and
Japanese
I apologize.
Well,
I've
like
been
one of those
accused of
animes
that,
where
I've been accused of that too, honestly.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
was
not
it Ranma or Ramna? What's that?
Ramba. Ramba just had the
Yeah,
recent
where
thing that
it's
came
like.
out. And they're also recently, I don't know if we want to get into this too much, but they've recently said that certain individuals fall under him, her, they, them, and all that type of stuff for Star Wars, and that that Luke Skywalker is now gay.
Where did they come up with
I
that
thought
one?
Luke Skywalker's now dead. He died in that battle on Last Jedi. I thought.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where they came up with that.
I know, but they've now incorporated that Luke Skywalker is and Obi-Wan Kenobi has been gay. It has always been gay.
Wait a minute. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
Leia was Yeah, Luke was going for his sister in Star Wars, although he didn't know it was his sister at the time.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
call bullshit on that. It's like
um,
quit doing
so
stupid shit like
I
that.
feel like those kind of storylines work if they're well written.
Well, I feel it's like there are gay characters in Star Wars. It's just they don't want to put any light on those characters. It's the same thing with the X-Men. With X-Men, there were gay X-Men. There've been a gay X-Men for years. They've always been a gay
What
X-Men.
about North
North
Star?
Star.
He was,
North
part
Star.
of Alpha Flight.
He got married. He got
Related
married like a couple of years ago, didn't he? If I remember correctly. North Star.
I think it was literally the first gay wedding in
Marvel history. Yeah, and they
was it Marvel history or comic books and period?
Comic book period, I think. But there's always been these gay characters. But instead of giving them the power and the light and actually trying to do something with these characters, because they are fascinating characters. Like North Star is a fascinating character. The guy
I've never
who's
once seen an Alpha Flight comic book in the comic book store. I've never once. I've looked around.
No, yeah, they don't give them the same love they do these big freaking 4 or 5 comics because they sell because companies making it so that they sell. But that's the problem. They're not looking at it from the perspective of, oh yeah, you want to play that game, you could play that game. How about don't change what already exists?
Yeah, that's my argument. But
Yeah.
so Crossy, how much did it surprise you when I came out? Because like I went into your base as a she, but not very for long though.
I don't think it's.
I think I went into your base as a she, and then ended up figuring out shortly after I wasn't.
You know, if I had known that we were gonna jump right into this, I would have just told Pastry this the character thing in private. It was like,
well, I wasn't planning on bringing this up. It's just that this is what's been coming out on the media lately. So I'm just sitting here going, what the fuck is going on what the hell? Like when it rains, it pours. We got a guy going on one of the heads of D&D going on this podcast and literally
nuking D&D from orbit. Jeez.
Yeah, he did. He nuked it from.
He had the subtlety of a sledgehammer falling from orbit.
He really did by outright saying what he said. It's probably the most insulting thing you can, and it's freaking racist. It's all holy hell. Which I don't know. You got this. You got people online now going to freaking gyms for only one purpose only, to scream at other people.
Oh yeah,
are you talking about Planet Fitness?
Yeah, the Planet Fitness thing where they're trying to entrap men by trying to, I guess, be sexy, and then when they look, oh my God, you're a pervert and this and this and this.
Well,
you're the one. Imagine.
Fuck is going on like in society at that point? Because to me, this is stupid as all holy hell. I think this is the most dumbest things I've ever heard.
I haven't even heard of this.
It was a gym thing. Some poor dude was like,
some old guy was.
She was picking up the weight wrong, and he was noticing from afar. He wasn't looking at her to ogle her. He was looking at her and concerned that she's picking up the weight wrong, and then she's gonna drop it on herself. You know, because that's happened before. You know, where people just, they're picking up a weight and they don't have a good hold on it, and it falls right on them. You know, break a bone, something, death, and even death. You know.
Sorry. Yeah. Ow. Yeah. Sorry about that. I guess one can't always blame me for anything like this being talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, that was me going off.
No, it's just that this society, like the last 2 weeks have been like this. This recently was with this poor old guy who was just waiting for his daughter to get off work. So he's just sitting looking around, and this one girl's just freaking, look at him, he's a fucking pervert, blah 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 blah. Look. I from what I've gotten from the gym community, they don't care. Most of them come here just to get their weight on and not give a shit. So, like, I've talked to a friend of mine about that. He's like, yeah, I've never run into anyone actually doing anything. Like, you get the occasional look, especially if a woman walks in wearing insanely sexy outfit, like something like so skin tight, you're like, what the fuck?
I can't stand skin tight clothing. I can't.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it either.
can't
Just
stand
like
it.
Are people reading the chat? Because I'm not reading out loud.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's see.
somewhat.
No, why are they making so many folks gay? Yay! But that Leia kiss was a response purposely to make Han jealous. This it's like they make characters gay for the sake of the gay. Give
Well, I thought we
gays
moved on
a
to the gay
chance.
stuff, but I
Give
guess-
OG gays a chance. True at Wolfpack won, but he enjoyed it, and you see that he was interested before.
Oh, yeah,
how
Hans-
long he was
so-
interested. See, the thing is that George Lucas was he didn't bother to think ahead of time, and so he didn't. So in his couple of his drafts, Luke and Leia were just separate people. They weren't.
But like
but
somebody
it's-
had
later.
said in the chat, I can't remember who it was, that the reason Luke and Leia kissed was to make Han Solo jealous. Was Han Solo in that scene even? I
Yeah,
can't
he
even
was.
remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was.
Okay.
Was
Well,
he
it
jealous
actually,
at the time? though?
Well,
yeah, he
it
was.
was to make him jealous, but it wasn't. You know, she was trying to prove a point that she wasn't interested in him.
Oh,
kinda
okay.
backfired.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Let's see. Analogy. A friend said that music is all feminized and not manly like back in our day. I have to remind him of all the '80s glam rockers we used to listen to. They wore Hispanics and wore long hair and makeup. Steven Tyler was a feminist. They all exist, and people have always been here. They are just able to say now and not repress who they are. Especially fitted clothes is where it's at.
Like, has anybody ever seen the hard rock guy John Michael Thor?
No,
I'm gonna put up a picture of
Yeah.
prime John Michael Thor, and I'll send it to
and
Lorenzo.
then the thing about like Motley Crue, like those guys like wear didn't they wear like they had like long
I
hair?
believe they
Well, a
wore
lot of guys have long hair, but they had long hair and makeup, and they were
I'm debating if I should put.
and but long before that, David Bowie, who I believe was
it's like hell, you
he
can even
was
say
like one of the founders of glam rock and like
you can
goth rock and all sorts of genres of music.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, but if you go back far enough, was it the 70s? There was Liberace, and he's the guy who gave Elvis. I heard he gave Elvis fashion tips as far as that's where he got his fashion.
Yeah,
Was from
Liberace was a fashion person, was a fashion guru, I think.
Yeah, Liberace was quite fashionable and quite gay, but a lot of people did, if they had the radar to know that.
Actually, Liberace wasn't gay.
What, Liberace wasn't gay?
No, he never said he was. A lot of people just assume it because of the way he dressed.
He was a flamboyant person, as far as I know. The same with Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury was a super flamboyant person. As far as her
Flamboyant does not
personality.
mean gay.
Yes, we know that.
We know that, but what I'm talking about as a personality trait, that they were both flamboyant in the way they approach people. So,
Yeah,
but
and
that doesn't
unfortunately-
necessarily mean, because if I was see, now I lost my train of thought. Because being
sorry.
flamboyant does not automatically mean you're gay. It doesn't also mean you're attracted to anybody in any way, shape, or form. You're just flamboyant. That's it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, back in the 70s or 80s or earlier, they thought that if you were flamboyant, you were gay.
Yeah, it's just
So I'm just sending you a
Correlation
picture.
is not causation.
Yes, we know, but that's how they were back then. We can't change it. It's just how it was.
All right, Lorenzo, I have just sent you the picture of John Michael Thor and his
So here's
group
Liberace.
Thor.
Yeah, I can't blame him on that.
I mean,
I'm saying that Liberace, there's nothing wrong with it. Just that he was I think he was homosexual. Just
If you go to and look at his bio stuff, nothing says he was gay.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not. I thought I'd seen like documentaries about him that said something. So
no, they're probably somebody made the assumption and they said, "Oh, by the way, did you know that Liberace was gay?"
I'm gonna
They
No.
made that logical leap.
I'm gonna look in the Wikipedia entry that I'm looking at and see if I can.
Yeah, I actually had this conversation with my mom and my friend Dave a long time ago.
Mhm.
That's how I know off the top of my head that he wasn't, because we went and looked.
So
I
I sent him a picture of glam metal in your DM there, Lorenzo. It's there.
Gay men found him appealing, according to author Darden Asbury Pyron.
once again, does
Liberace was
not
the
make him
first
gay.
gay person Elton John had ever seen on television, according to what this was.
Yeah,
Well,
just
I'm
because
sure
somebody
he became.
finds-
I'm
his
pretty
hero.
sure it just
It's in
influences
every
his
documentary
appearance,
anything about Liberace.
I'm pretty sure that just influenced Elton John's appearance because if you really look at Elton John, he kind of looks like Liberace in fashion,
Well, a lot of guys, like it's not uncommon for stuff. Like I said, society has always been a weird beast. So I just kind of always laughed at the shit that's happened.
Why is it that people used to approach gayness as like this ew topic, but nowadays it seems like now that it's more widely accepted, everyone's like, ooh, am I attracted to girls? Am I attracted to guys? Am I attracted to
Pastry.
people?
That's been going on since I was a freaking kid. I'm an
that's
old
been going on
man.
since I was a kid.
Like it has existed for forever. Like this is why to someone like me, I see this attitude of people saying this is being frowned on. This is being hated. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It hasn't been. I didn't see it in my generation. I didn't I didn't see that in my teen years. In my informative years, I never saw that at all. So I don't understand that.
Yeah, I think that's my thing. When I hear a lot of these activist people, they're talking about how doesn't that never happened when I was a teenager. Like
Never
our
happened to me
our DM was a freaking gay man. The thing is, now that I remember what I was gonna say, he thought the thing is he was so afraid because he was getting horror stories everywhere about this. That if he came out,
I know a gay couple, and both of them in two different instances got beat up by.
Well, I wasn't gonna mention that.
But, one time it was like one of the guys was coming home from the bar.
Okay, Lorenzo,
and
we don't need to talk about that.
But wait a second, you're like, oh no, homophobia is not real or whatever. Like,
no, I never said that. I never said that. I never said that.
Okay.
What we were talking about was the fact that this attitude, that once existed. I'm sorry, sometimes you're gonna get fucked up. That's just life.
Yeah.
I've walked down the street and I've had people pick a fight with me. They're holding their girlfriend and they're talking to their girlfriend, and they have to throw down with me. And I'm thinking to myself, you're with your girlfriend. You do know that if I kill your ass, it's not going to be a good day for you or your girlfriend. I'm taller than you.
Oh,
and you're picking
not going to have
fight.
a good day if they're dead.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If you got this bigger man, you got this bigger man versus a teenager, and the teenager's picking a fight with a bigger man. It's like, why are you doing this? I'm thinking to myself, just because I just can't help but laugh. I mean, this is the most stupid. I start chuckling. It's whoa, you think it's funny? I'm like, yeah, you're a fucking kid, and I'm a grown man, and two of my buddies are coming out that door in 5 seconds. You really want to be here with your girlfriend? He's like, let's go, dear. And he leaves, and I'm like, why did he I couldn't stop laughing because I'm like, to me, I'm like, you're picking a fight with You no reason to pick a fight with me.
No,
yeah,
no,
with somebody you don't know what their skill level is.
Yeah, and that's just how it is. Like it doesn't take anything for some people. Like I had a friend of mine I was talking to a buddy of mine about this recently. A friend of mine like
Unfortunately, there's a-holes out there that'll pick a fight for whatever reason.
My
Yeah.
point was that they're so like during the 90s there were still was homophobia. On the other hand, if you're talking about like on television, we were starting to see a lot more representation. Like
I would say,
Roseanne's
can I be honest with you, Lorenzo? Can I be honest with you, Lorenzo? Not as much as television like to portray it. Like we are, like like I said, people will pick a fight. This is what I'm trying to portray.
I'm just saying that we were starting to actually get some sort of diversity of a lot of diversity.
Oh, we were getting,
not as much on Star Trek, oddly enough, but
no, Star Trek had a huge diversity.
As far as there weren't like
whoa, wait.
Jadzia was
saying
kind of
no? Are you saying that Star Trek was not diverse?
No, it was diverse. It just they didn't have any. I don't remember them having a character that was.
Because they never had because they were forced to wear uniforms and no one was allowed to put sparkle stuff on their uniform. Okay. Rhinestone. I'm just making a joke. What I'm saying
is they had Jadzia.
No, that's not true. I would say no. You just attacked Star Wars, my friend. You're going down.
Okay.
Wow.
I feel that's enough for you, Lorenzo. You may want to.
Jadzia Dax did kiss another woman on there.
Yes, but
I'm just saying though she was a Trill, and the Trills had the Trill symbionts. I don't know if they have a gender, and the thing is they don't.
No, they don't.
And so like a male or female Trill can have this same symbiont, and the symbiont
back away.
Yeah.
Me.
How did stuff get so gay?
No. See, Star Wars. See, this is what makes me laugh.
Star Wars or
Star Trek? Star Wars. Yes, Star Wars wasn't that diverse, but that's all based off casting. Honestly,
I was only saying about Star Trek. That
I know. No. Let me finish.
Wait a second. They did have a same-sex kiss. However, it was
yes. I know the episode. It's in season 3.
But could you
because you're not letting me finish.
But I'm just trying to finish. I was trying to finish the rest of the sentence.
But if you let me finish, I'll let you finish.
Trill had been a male before in a previous.
Lorenzo,
walk away. You don't know what you're talking about.
Damn.
Wait a second. You're telling me that Dax was not a male in a previous life?
No. What I'm trying to say is that no, she was actually man, woman, man, woman, secret murder, secret serial killer, woman. So, and that's I'm missing a couple because they don't talk about her. She's had 13 hosts. They don't talk about that.
But I was trying to explain to people who might not understand this. The symbiont can be some of these people, this race called Trills. Some of them, a very small portion of them, have the symbiont in their body. This other being, and when they die, it goes on to another being's body who can be of a different gender.
Yes, and it doesn't matter what gender you are when you get the symbiont shifts.
And so the symbiont had been in was it a male before and married
the
to
male
a female?
The male was
that guy died. The host of the
the male you're talking about is Tarias. Yes, the male you're talking about is
Tarias.
And then, not Tarias.
And then Jadzia ended up in a relationship with.
Wasn't it
Dax's ex-wife.
Okay. You're gonna get now that Lorenzo. I've let Lorenzo do this. I'm going to sit him down now because because he's talking Star Trek, and he's going to get geek. He's going to get geek rage now. So I'm going to activate the geek rage. Lorenzo, gay. It doesn't really matter in Star Trek who's gay or straight. They don't incorporate. They don't give a shit who's gay or straight on Star Trek.
Nobody really cares about
It was an open, diverse relationship. One of the main characters in DS9 is an alien that what's called budding, and they actually all the males bud in their families. The females cause
which character is this?
They only discuss the individual. They don't actually show the individual. I can't remember his name. I think it was Baris, I think was his name. And and he actually would butt. And as budding was he would actually become more, he would do that more and more and more. And he was actually through Deep Space Nine, they incorporate that he has a bunch of fucking kids by the end of the series. He actually has three nests of kids because he's actually their species is half that. There is no like in Star Trek, it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, or either. For example, another race that's notorious for that is the changeling race. They don't. The
only real racism I ever saw in Star Trek was between, say, Romulans and Klingons, or there was
spatial racist. There was spatial racism, but human racism. They actually did. That's another misconception. They didn't have just more than one. Like, remember, they had multiple episodes where they went back in time. You got to see racism. Actually, one of the better episodes of Deep Space Nine is the episode. One of the best episodes in Deep Space Nine is the episode where the Avery Brooks, which is, by the way, an amazing fucking actor.
He goes back to like the 1930s and becomes like a comic book writer, or
that is one of them. But there's one that actually had a actual episode where he discusses the fact that he didn't want to go to the holodeck because of the time period, because he felt like that was racist. So he had this attitude of that. And it's a really, really fascinating. So no, I don't believe they don't really. I never saw it in Star Trek. That's actually one of the few times I will defend Star Trek to the bone on that one, because I've always felt that Star Trek was
one of my favorite series. I don't watch the recent stuff just because it just doesn't seem.
Oh, the recent stuff is the recent stuff is racist as fuck, and it's offensive, and it's insulting, and it's rude, and
Star Trek, that's for sure.
It's awful. Like I cannot. And anybody who says that's good, it's no.
People like one person though.
Pretty hard.
One of our panelists who's not here anymore right now. I mean, I don't mean he passed away or anything, but Geass left earlier. Mm-hmm. He likes the Lower Decks, and from watching the Lower Decks, he got interested in the Next Generation. So
I feel sorry that he watched the Lower Decks. I apologize for the.
Oh, hey, Rio, welcome.
Hello. It's still opening him up to original start.
Yeah, but I feel bad about that. I kind of wish Star Trek would have died after seeing what they fucking done to this shit. Like, I mean, I know Patrick Stewart's a money whore, but goddamn. To sell your values on one of your most favorite characters of all time has just been disgusting in my books. And the fact that they're stealing shit from Gundam,
one of the first interracial kiss on TV. Yep. I'm not sure if it was the very first, because there's been some debate about that. But definitely of any
I
think any mainstream show. I think
Kirk and Udra. I can't say her name.
To me, when I hear
Ferengi race were just huge dicks.
They were.
I shouldn't.
No. The Ferengi were actually very interesting because they weren't always douchebags and stuff. Like I said, it is. They do actually come.
Nagu actually became a
Starfleet.
Starfleet officer.
It's been around for
in battle.
30 years, man. Don't worry about it.
It just occurred to me that we are actually over the 3 hour session, sir.
Yeah.
I'm mad there was only one Wookiee in Star Wars 6. Well, now we're on to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Lorenzo, we're about at like 3.5 hours, my friend.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get caught up with the chat. We're almost caught up, I think. I'm at the Colin Farrell play Penguin when there are many genuine penguins available for the role in the recent Batman. That's interesting.
Lord.
Yeah, they didn't hire a real penguin. I love Chewbacca.
Lorenzo, you can skip mine if you want.
DJRonnieG said Curzon was one. Yeah, the Curzon.
Curzon, Charias, Delali. I can't remember
one of the
the
Dax symbionts.
Yeah, I can't remember all of them.
So Curzon was human, but friends with Klingons. Was that the deal?
No. Curzon was Trill, and he was the Federation ambassador.
Yeah, in order to be a host of Symbian, you have to be a Trill. I forgot about that. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch. More Star Trek, but I don't know. This Deep Space Nine. I think that might still actually be on Netflix.
Netflix, Deep Space Nine, Next Generation. What? Oh, who cares?
In America, you got to get here in America, you got to get that Paramount Plus or whatever they're calling it.
No, Deep Space Nine. Yeah, Deep Space Nine is way better than the other franchises. They really do tackle some really good stuff. I think that's lightning in the bottle. Like Avery Brooks, Michael Dorn. I can't remember his name now. The guy who played Odo, because he passed away, and now my brain kind of steps him back.
Yeah, he has a hard name to pronounce.
He does, and he's an amazing freaking amazing guy, and some of their acting is absolutely phenomenal. One of the best is I just finished watching the season 7 episode Assault on, I believe it's called Arion 588, and that is a wartime episode where they discuss everything. You get to see what Pete like, and they really did do a good job, and it's so well done.
Oh, I need to. I kind of want to read through the. So
go ahead.
But yeah, it's good to hear people talking about Star Trek again, because I don't know. I'm gonna have to break down and get like CBS All Access, I guess, to watch the Next Generation.
No. Lorenzo, I'll set you up with your stuff on computer or something, or I might even be, if I can find my DVDs, I'll send them to you or something. Okay.
Wow, those are like $100 now for.
Or over
he probably has like 3 sets of that darn thing. The way he's going on about it.
So Wolfpack 1 was saying to Rue, "Have you heard the song What a Wookiee?" Nope. I guess I need to look that up. Then Wolfpack says it was an old punk band that made songs about Star Wars.
I am a Wookiee.
In the first Clerks. Oh yeah, the Clerks. I like the first movie Clerks. I don't remember the second one as being as good. I thought the cartoon Clerks was pretty cool. But it was on for a short time. I don't remember.
Oh, and the new one is awful from what I've heard.
There was a cartoon for a while back. I don't know, was it in the 90s or was it early 2000s or when? So the name of the band is Supernova. Is that the Star Wars band?
Yeah, I think
I am a Wookiee. My name is Chewbacca. I am a Wookiee. That guy.
And Pastry's asking Rue, how's it going? And Jilly D says, question about androids, though. I regularly bang one and care for that android. Is that a relationship or a sex toy?
Yeah, that's a sex toy.
Yeah, that's going to be something that we're going to have to cover that. Then we might have to have an entire episode of the show too.
Well, no. See,
into the future,
look.
I'm going to end this on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, we're gonna end this on a cliffhanger because it's really late, and we should more likely.
I'm probably keeping people awake, so
yeah. Me too.
Where can we find you, Daniel?
All right, you can find me at the Tech Corner on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Well, whenever I get to Twitch. You could also find me on Patreon at the Tech Corner, but be aware that it is not safe for work. And I am working on my comic, and I will have that out. It also has a bit of characters in like pastry.
Not my pastry, but another pastry.
Another pastry in another universe at another time. Anyways, so and on to the next person.
I think I should go next. Just
Go for
because
it.
I
of,
can
like,
let you
the
go
segue.
next.
But
We don't want to miss Rick though.
shoot. Sorry. It's just the fact that just a disclaimer. Tek'l is not drawing me in his stuff. The two pastries are like separate, completely separate. It's not even like universe jumping at this point.
No, it's just big poke fun.
One's a rebellious pastry, and one's just a pastry.
Jilly D can't wait for the robot, the android sex.
It's based on me, but it's not me. If that is what. So
that's
yeah,
what I'm referring to.
I'm just wanting to put that disclaimer too.
Yeah, it would be disclaimer because that would because it would be a whole stew of things. Because if this comic takes off and really takes off, I have to give pastry more money for that.
I think you would. I think you would have to. I think there could be a lawsuit or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
So I would not have that happen.
We'd probably go ahead and make a deal out because I don't want to sue you.
Mm-hmm.
I just want money for my work.
Yeah, check out.
Fun fact! Fun fact: pastry is legally copyrighted.
Oh, cool.
So yeah. Anyway,
copyright's kind of an interesting thing. You can't.
Rebellious Pastry is copyrighted. Not the word pastry.
We'll have to talk about copyright law with like a lawyer or something one of these days. But
the character pastry is copyrighted.
You've actually copyrighted it?
Yes.
Okay. How much did it cost you?
Let's see here. I messed up the form, so I had to do it twice.
Yeah.
The first one was 45, and then they changed a few things on the form the second time round, and it ended up being 56.
Oh.
The second time. So don't mess up your form.
So I've heard copyright means that you, and again, I'm not a lawyer. I just wondered does that mean that nobody can use the name, or does that just mean that nobody can use that exact
trademark.
concept?
That's trademark.
That's what I thought.
Copyright is the character.
They can't use the exact same concept though.
The character.
Yeah, they can't.
Well, they probably couldn't even with copyright. They probably couldn't use Rebellious Pastry now.
The character,
because those are two. They're not unique. Like
I guess we'd have to have a lawyer on for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
I was gonna say Canadian Shield because it's a geographical location.
There's several Canadian Shield.
I cannot own. I can own my character, but I can't own the name.
Well, I need to copyright Miss Wonder because I don't think anybody has used Miss Wonder, but
it already exists.
But I'm probably gonna do
then I'm
an
gonna just have to
LLC
trademark
or
the character.
something. I'm probably gonna do an LLC or something in the future. Okay. So yeah.
Anything else, Pastry? You do like story time. You do story time videos, really cool videos on your channel.
Wait, did you watch how Mama Pastry almost burnt the house down?
I don't think I watched that one.
I don't think we want to know how it happened, but we're going to assume it happened.
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
And also Johnny Jams 3.
Trying to find. Here we go. And I'm really sorry to the people in the chat. I highlighted your messages. Most people's messages throughout that I can't read anymore. I'm just exhausted. But check out Rebellious Pastry's channel.
I can take over reading chat if you want.
You also did like you also do like an audio game show.
Yeah, audio games and hobby interview show. Last week. Oh, and also as a part of Valentine's Day, I'm gonna do a salty single stream where we basically pick apart Valentine's Day as a holiday on my show. So I hope you have fun with that. Last year we ended up making fun of Hallmark.
There's a lot of
This year,
talk
I don't
about
even know.
There's a lot of talk about Nicolas Cage and was it Star Trek or Star Wars? Well, no, Star Wars. He was.
Both.
But yeah. So there is 2 shows next week. Salty Singles and then a hobby interview show with one of my channel friends by the name of Mista Busta. And I think Mista Busta is gonna also be on Salty Singles too. But yeah. Anyway.
Wait, is this a character or a person?
It is a person and a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
I'll pull up his stuff. But
he had a good night too.
he did story time, and then apparently story time didn't do what he wanted it to, so he veered off into other things, such as like shorts and whatnot. I personally disagree against the shorts, but I'm still friends with the guy.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's cool. I need to switch to Rick. Is there anything more?
No, I was just trying to keep it simple, and then you're just like about the channel.
Sorry about that. I just wanted people to know about
everything that can be.
I basically knew about these storytime videos with these short animated videos with the storytelling, but I didn't quite understand your live streams, even though I had watched them before. I'd watched them, but I didn't really understand.
Lorenzo.
Well, you used to have like a big. Didn't you have a bigger panel of people?
Lorenzo. Rick.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm sorry. I should be laughing, but I still am. Oh, if to save Lorenzo's breath and our sanity, I'm gonna post a link to my channel trailer so that my channel trailer can explain everything I do.
Awesome.
So that we can end this show at a hopefully semi-decent hour.
Yeah.
Almost midnight.
Yeah.
It's
well, I'm gonna go to Rick next then.
All right, yeah.
Go for it.
Hey, people. It's Rick Piper of Cross Comics here. You can find me here on YouTube, Twitter under Cross Comics, and of course now on TikTok for those that like TikTok. I know a bunch of this crowd is like so against TikTok that it's not funny. But hey, you gotta try and build your audience some other places. So, but if you're here on YouTube, go check out my channel. The link's in the.
Oh wait, I'm highlighting
the
channel.
In the chat.
Check out
help me get to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And I'm on Tuesday nights at 10 Eastern.
As James Skype says, sharing is caring. I'm not quite sure.
So yeah, and also, I'm oftenly on Crossy's show, but wait, no, your show is going to be on Valentine's Day, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna definitely be tired after this.
Yeah, you don't have to worry. I'll figure out a show without you, Pastry.
That is if I make you. But yours starts at 8 and mine ends at 6. So 8 MST. So I probably could survive doing my show, then your show, then my show again, and then
okay. All right.
Okay, we get it. On to somebody else.
Yeah, I was trying to ask Pastry if you about like something about your show, and you're like, well, we gotta move on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Orc.
So you can find me on Orc War Chief Reviews. We have our new new show. What if certain old video games or certain video games were made into 80s or 90s action movies, starring the old action cast? We are still doing what ifs, and we have a review of Mazes and Monsters that will eventually be out. We're also doing Rumble,
that's good,
and
I've actually watched that movie, and it won't spoil
Yeah.
the movie for me. Go ahead.
it'll spoil the fuck out of that movie. Don't watch my reviews unless you.
No, I've already watched that one.
Yeah.
Long time
So we also have a nice little. We're going to be doing Rumble exclusives because we can probably get away with saying some more aggressive stuff on Rumble and not get in trouble. So we'll be talking about more edgier stuff like the open, what real thoughts about the open, the D&D Open and other stuff like that. So we'll be having some real conversations about that, other stuff that we think might be a little too. We want to make the YouTube channel more of a friendlier, kind of like everyone. But if you feel like you want a little salt on something and just hear my offensiveness and getting a little rude and some really rough stories, that's where you'll be finding them on Rumble. Also, Orc
Awesome.
Wharf Cheek reviews.
Excellent.
All right, that should be everybody. Then let's close the show.
Well, I'm your host, Lorenzo
Yay!
Sleestack. You can find me here every Thursday night. Wait.
Not helping.
You can find me here every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Oh, here's Rex again. Welcome back, Rex. We're about ready to end the show. You can find, there we go. You can find me here every week, every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Eastern,
5 p.m.
6 p.m.
Eastern?
Mountain Time, Pastries time,
Don't you mean
7
8?
p.m.
Lorenzo,
Central?
don't you mean 8 Eastern?
Okay, 5 Pacific.
Yeah.
Don't confuse Lorenzo. Let him finish.
5 Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern. And which is 1 a.m. at UK and 9 a.m. Friday morning, actually, in the Philippines.
It's
And
5 o'clock
like-
somewhere.
Yeah, thanks everybody who joined us. It looks like Rex just joined us again.
Yes.
We're
We're about ready to log off. Is
we're
there
literally
anything?
killing Lorenzo here.
And and I'm also on Twitter
Simple Jack.
and Facebook. Rex?
Yes. Oh, you can find me on Devil Flyer, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Stream every day. Got a book out there on Indiegogo. Absolutely. We'll see you next week on this show. Hopefully.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in and putting up with
Absolutely.
chaos.
Well
Yeah, this
done.
is going to be the stream where we were gonna have like a smaller panel, but but then it
Well, that
got
was a
like
fail.
Wah, wah.
yeah. It gets kind of confusing because you never know who's going to show up when, and people kind of come and go, and then
Well, no, it didn't help that you put the link in the chat. Dude.
we need more people on the panel.
Anywho,
Yeah. You know who needs more people on the panel?
Lorenzo.
Crossy.
Yeah,
Crossy.
Rick should put his link in the chat.
I did. I did earlier.
You did? Wait,
Yeah,
when's
you-
earlier? Did you host a show? Did you stream tonight?
No.
Oh, no.
Hmm.
I put the link to my channel there.
Face.
Oh, but you didn't put the streamer link. You don't put the streamer link in the chat, do you?
I don't have. I use my Discord to bring people on.
Oh, okay. That's why you don't have a streamer. Okay. Well, take care, everybody. And thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Yo, have a good night.
Goodbye!